I want a sandwich. Now. Oh, sandwich wench. Yo, wench. Sandwich. Now. I'm going to need a sandwich. A sandwich. I'm going to need a sandwich. Sandwich. I'm going to need a sandwich. A sandwich. A sandwich. A sandwich. I'm going to need a sandwich. Sandwich. I'm going to need a sandwich. A sandwich. A sandwich. Oh, sandwich wench. I want a sandwich. Sandwich. We're live.
Huzzah.
Hi everyone.
Good evening.
Penultimate stream of the year, folks.
Woo.
Not with a cork episode something. 16.
16 according to the thumbnail.
15 behind you, so 16. Yes. We're on the penultimate stream of the year, guys. Hi, welcome back to another episode of Not Worth a Cork. I can't see the chat because I'm a loser. There you are. No, you're not.
I can see the chat. There is no chat yet according to my phone.
Yeah, there isn't. Hope you're all well. We thought today we would go through some samples of things because it gives us an excuse to try things that are a lot stronger than most things.
You've now started. God delay.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Joining me, as always, is my barman with a backache, David. Say hi, David.
Hi, David.
How is David?
Other than the aforementioned backache, not too bad. Thank you very much. I've sort of finished all of my stressful things for the last few weeks, so I can chill out slightly now.
You work in retail. There's no such thing as chill out.
True, but when you have the area manager visit on 24 hours notice after just having run the national archery competition.
Not ideal. Hello, Stina, Bubbly, Bry, and Ragamuffin. Haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're all having a marvellous day today. Stina, where's my fika? Don't deprive us of this. And Bry, hi. Lagavulin is on the table, and I hope you get your October at some point in the near future.
And Ragamuffin, we have the glasses. The official glasses are in use.
Glasses, yes.
They are very cold.
We are not wearing. Yes,
we don't need bullets.
Yes, no, we don't. We're certainly not wearing. We're not wearing our official t-shirts either because they're not the right size. And I will refuse to wear a night dress. How's your week? You haven't been here for a month now.
Yeah.
Been up to much?
Work and archery competitions.
So not much then. Okay, not much.
Basically,
although you are gearing up for the merry Meggy month of Moistmas. Yes. At least. You and I mean, I'm sure it's busy for you. Yeah. Different kind of busy for me.
I have already got quite a lot of presents in the spare room, so I'm gearing up in that sense too.
Spare room is in my bathroom.
Is in your bathroom and your bedroom, mine.
I have all mine are under the bed in my bedroom because no one can get to them except for a cat.
My parents are around mine because of the table.
Oh, right.
Mum was like, "How am I meant to hoover your study?" I was like, "You're not."
Yeah.
Like, why have you got all those boxes?
Wait, why is your mum of yours hoovering your study?
She was wanted something to do while I actually the glue set the table.
Oh, the table that
Yeah.
Is it fixed now?
Yes, at the moment, but I'm not allowed to put anything heavy on it, so the decanters haven't been moved back on there yet. So we're seeing how it goes. But yes, it's been glued back together.
Right. Marvellous. Indeed, it's been a while. Yes, it has been. It has been a while. Whiskey and back won't bother you at all. Enough whiskey. That is true, actually.
No.
Yes.
I had the painkillers far enough apart from now that I can get away with it.
I have made it a point that David can't blow out any candles in here because he might put his back out. He also can't blow them up because he can't be trusted with them.
No, that's true.
But we are going to be going through the Diageo Special Releases. You see them in the middle of the screen. Those are the bottles in our possession, well, mine. I would have included the Mortlach, but sadly that was not possible to take owing to time constraints. Yeah.
That was not me. That was you.
That was me getting a message from somebody. Anyway, yeah. So, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, Diageo Special Releases. So we acquired some samples because every year the Whisky Shop do a digital drams thing. They host a Zoom thing and you can join and you buy the samples. I got mine for free because I had a voucher. Yeah. And I botched that pretty damn fast when David told me.
Yeah.
That was an instant link. Bosh.
Yeah. I literally saw it, boshed, sent it, he boshed.
Yeah, it was an instantaneous thing. What was the recent Bosch you mentioned?
The Highland Park sample set.
Oh, right.
I got that for free with my voucher.
I swear it looks better than the new bottles. They look terrible.
They do.
Oh, they're so bland.
Yeah.
They kept the logo as well. That's disgusting. I just refill my bottles.
Yeah. I thought we could do it. I mean,
Hi, Fubar.
that might be one to do at mine if you bring a bit of fire, because I've got all the samples on the ice, so we can do a Highland Park stream.
I've got another one, haven't I? Legends?
Yeah, possibly. Dragon Legend.
You've got that, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can run out.
Mine's not open. Mine's in the I was sent this, so it goes into retirement pod.
Yeah.
That will be hidden if I ever get audited. It's deductions.
Yeah.
And hi, Football Freak. Yes, we will get to it. But every year, and I've got a magazine here, some whiskey club thing,
Yes.
and I got it this morning and I bookmarked it because it was interesting. Ew.
Yeah. It's an annoyingly large photo of Highland Park on the front.
Yes. And I thought I'd just... Because when do you think Diageo first started releasing special releases?
I want to say it was like 2002 or something. 2003.
Okay, you are remarkably close. I thought it was like 2010. It was 2001.
2001. Close.
Yeah, you were so
I knew
close.
it was quite a while. I knew it was over 20 years.
Do you remember what last year's collection was called?
Spirited Exchange.
Correct. Do you know what this year's edition's called?
Spirited Exchange 2.
Second edition.
Second edition. Close enough.
Take two.
Yeah. They saw us trademark that. Like, damn it, we were going to do that. Oh, what's left? Second edition.
I stole it from Count Dankula because he has a second channel called that. Tonight's speaker is soft gingerbread cake. Well, David is definitely going to want to shag you. So it says here, it's usually comprising of around 8 unusual and rare expressions. Last was called Spirited Exchanges. By the way, they spell exchange.
Yeah, we know.
The reason they did that is because there's a website with exchange in it, isn't there?
Mm.
Yeah, no, I think they did it to avoid any trademark.
That, and they're probably trying to be hip. In inverted
What's hip
commas.
about that? There was nothing hip about any of those bottles this year. Last year, they could argue it.
Yeah.
Last year's bottles were quite a treat. They were very inventive. Okay, so Diageo, for those who don't know, I'll get back to that later. Diageo own many distilleries. They even own Johnny Walker. I'm surprised there isn't a Johnny Walker, Diageo.
It's probably because, in a sense, there is if you mix them together. Because if you think of what goes into like a green or something,
I think they could do it.
Yeah,
they could do it. Diageo of some kind. It wouldn't be a blue.
No,
maybe a black or green.
Yeah, I mean a green. It's got like Talisker and Kalila in it.
Green has, yeah.
So I mean, you could do a special some form of green with.
Well, they would have to forego. I mean, at that point, they don't need Talisker or Kalila. They'd have to go with some. Yeah. Maybe instead of doing Talisker, they go for a different island. If they have any of the islands, they got Tobermory, don't they? No, they don't.
No, they don't. No,
they don't. But yeah, no. The Diageo do this every year. Last year's David actually has a few of those. You've got the Rosal, the Singleton.
The Rosal.
Individually, Mortlach, Singleton,
Rosal. Yeah.
You don't have a Talisker?
No, I don't get a Talisker.
Oh, okay. I have the Talisker and an open Singleton.
Yeah, I've got 2 of the Singleton because I've got one that I'm going to.
Yeah, so I have 2. I've got one Talisker and a 20 cl, and a 20 cl of the Lagavulin. But full bottle wise, I only have the one Talisker that's not open. This year's a bit different because I'm going to have a go at trying to complete the set.
Yeah.
I'm going to have a crack at it. It won't happen until January if we're lucky. No. If we're lucky.
Well, none of them really sold out at the minute, have they?
No. But
depending on the supplier, some of the suppliers have. But
yeah, for me to get them, I don't think I'll be able to get them from the whiskey shop. That's the problem because you can order them in, but I have to pay for that to order it in.
Yeah.
When I go to yours, I'll be paid on that day.
Yeah. If
I'm lucky, I can't get away with it.
If we know they have them available to order, I could go in and ask and say that we're coming in for a madness next week. We want one of these and one of these. Can you get them in? And we'll pay for them on the day.
I'll take the Lagavulin.
You know we're good for it.
Right. That tosser.
Remember last year?
That bearded tosser put a wooden box on the table. Yeah. This time it's going to be a big clear one. You'll need a hammer.
Yeah. Look, you remember last year? Yeah. You know we're good for it.
He'll bring one this time. I might just go in. I was thinking about this. I was like, go up to the counter, I hope it's not the same guy, and put a hammer on the counter and say, today's your lucky day. It's like, right, you need that. You need a towel. Oh, do you need something else? Oh, some money bags. Yeah, we need those. Anything else I need?
Oh yeah, the entire rucksack that's on the back.
Yeah.
Wonder why it was so heavy.
I'll save that for the concerned look on that person's face. I want to see it. I want to savour it. I've done my duty and liked the stream. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Hope everyone has.
Yes, please do like, share, subscribe.
Yes. Sorry for prattling on. This won't be the longest stream, sadly, because owing to time constraints,
Yes.
we can't go as long. So we will dive in.
Back on soon.
But I do have, to help us, I have a booklet which has some information in that will help us with. It shuts. There we go. With some notes in for us to go through.
We like booklets.
We do. And for this to make sense, I'm not going to say where, but I recently came into the possession of a complete set of these special releases as samples, a picture of which is on the server. You look so annoyed. No.
Is it?
Which has,
I haven't licked it yet.
I've licked them all, it's fine. But it has all 8 samples in, and it's a really elaborate box. Now, there was a worry on my part because it actually was late, and I had messaged them and on Twitter.
They were a bit like, what? To start with, weren't they? They're like, we don't know.
But I got it within a couple of days, so that's good. And it is quite a fancy box. But it comes with a little tasting note thing, and I'm like, cool, we can go through that. I haven't taken photos of any tasting notes, so we're going to have to rely on the booklet because I couldn't be asked. Thanksgiving is considering Christmas season there already. It's pretty much all moistmas now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Although my avatar artist is making a Thanksgiving avatar for me as a gift to dab on you American pricks and your Festivus thing. I'm kidding. She's doing an avatar for it though. But God Save the King and all that. Okay. So
Whiskey Lou.
What?
Take 2 electric Whiskey Lou.
I like that. Yeah. Or maybe if Not Worth the Cork doesn't pick up, we can change the name to that. We're working on it. I was trying to download these episodes to put onto that channel, and I've been having real ball ache of late trying to get them downloaded. I may have to start recording them on OBS and then uploading them over there.
Oh dear.
I don't mind recording them. It's just the problem I have to then put it through Handbrake and then render it, and it'll probably crash on here, so I have to do it on the computer in my room. Fuck off.
Yeah.
Stop
effort.
it. It's not just effort. It's a pain. It's just unnecessary aggravation. It's completely unnecessary. I have colic still.
You do?
It's not hot anymore.
That doesn't bode well for the temperature in here.
No, I had most of it, so it'd already gone colder quicker because I've got a bit of a tin neck. So let's go over here. There we go. That's a closer picture of what we have on tap today. Well, not all the samples. That's what we have in the collection anyway. I thought it would be a nice little picture. They're nowhere near as... Okay, I'd say that the Singleton looks all right. Yeah. The Rosal looks best.
The Mortlach looks good, to be fair.
Yeah, but that kind of swerves from this very countryside-looking natural environment thing, which is where the origami kite stands out, because it's not that. It's a continuation, which has me curious. I'm wondering if anyone regretted buying it as quick as they did last year, because I thought it was fantastic.
We did see some reviews, but it didn't get that well reviewed, didn't we?
Yeah, but if it was Dramface, they review everything live.
Yeah. One of them was Dramface.
Those tossers don't know whiskey at all. I bet if they rated any whiskey high, they'd rate Bell's at number 1. They'd be like, this is nectar of the gods. I'm like, bitch, no. You don't know what good whiskey is. Right, so I also have a picture with the sample set box. I thought I'd just do 2. I was sat on the floor here and I thought, I'll do pictures here because I did them about an hour before you got here. Oh, crap, I need to take some photos. We don't have any. Start working at a doggy daycare. Oh, fantastic, Stina. I like the Rosal. Yeah, the Rosal does look good. Singleton typically does look good. If David ever did want to expand his Singleton Diageo collection, the thing is, for uniformity, he doesn't want to go back any further because the one before it in 2021 is a rectangular box.
Yeah.
David likes symmetry and uniformity. He's not Monica, but I'm with him on this. If they it's like when they changed like the Lafroigs now to square boxes. I'm just like, no.
No, I want my tube back.
They did it with didn't they do it with like Johnny Walker's? They changed something labeling on them.
Yeah.
I'm looking at my labels. They are some of them are slightly different. Like, no. How about you stop this? You kept the vague structure right, but no, all the Orangis as well.
Orangis, the Penderyn, they changed the bottle.
Well, I don't mind the Penderyn bottle change.
No.
Although I do think the Penderyn bottom of the bottle, like the standard one, is too thin, too narrow. I could just flick that bottle and it'll fall over.
Yeah.
No. Give some thought to your consumers here. Uniformity is important.
If you have a collection, you don't want it to look different halfway through. It's like my friend's DVD box set, the 1 to 6 in the nice big chunky cases, and then 7, 8, 9, 10 of the little thin ones.
I had all 10 in the thin ones, then my nephew destroyed them. So I've got a box set now, which is just 2 rather nice boxes put together. I'm quite proud of that, actually. It's like the West Wing one, it's all in one thing.
Yeah, I like the West Wing box.
Yeah, so do I.
And the House one, a big box full of
I wish I had that. I don't have House anymore. That upsets me. Oh well. Whereas my Talisker's Diageo collection, all 4 of them, they're all the same, which is perfect. I can't be bothered with deviation, although if David does want to also expand his Mortlach Diageo collection, because he has that as well, if he goes back...
I can't go back much further because that's a smaller box.
Well, no,
I've still got that one in the whiskey shop.
You go back 2 years for that. You go back 1 year and you have an option for one.
Yeah.
Because they introduced a couple. The 2022 is also a similar box.
Yeah, the 21. They're still going to the whiskey shop.
Really?
Yeah.
I swear, if it's there in January, I'm just going to buy it and open it in the shop and be like, "Yo, do you want to have a glass?"
Like, look, you haven't sold it for now. How much are you going to have it for?
I swear, if it's there in January, I will go in there and buy it and immediately open it.
For God's sake, put them in some kind of order. They are in some kind of order.
That's
annoying one. Yeah.
What's wrong with the order? Who said that?
Stina.
How dare you? It's alphabetical. Kalila, Oban, Rosal, Singleton, Talisker. There's a big gap between the C and the O, but there's only, I didn't have the Lagavulin or the Mortlach. And the Benrinnes to start. I'll get those in January.
Yeah. He hopes.
Well, we'll see.
So we shall try and endeavour to make that.
We will certainly do that. Anyway, should we start?
I feel like we should commence, yes. We have been waffling for...
Well, we've only been going for 17 minutes, Right, I will pull us up to here. This is where we're beginning. And you'll notice on the side there is my Diageo collection box. We're starting with Talisker. I have to go find it. Give me a moment.
Talisker. Tidal Churn.
Tidal Churn, yes. So this is a bit of a unique one because, and they've done it in reverse order, haven't? No, they haven't. Yes, they have.
Have they done it in alphabetical order?
No, they've done it in a weird order. In the booklet, it starts with Mortlach, then goes to Singleton, then Talisker, then Lagavulin, then Kalila, then Rosal, then Benrinnes. No band somewhere in the middle. Like, this is not an order. This is higgledy-piggledy in not in a fun way. All right. So...
I like that once again, Oban is being omitted. We just don't like them, do we?
I just didn't notice it. Yeah, I've got the bottle. It's fine. Right, so Tidal Churn, Talisker, is 58.7%. It is, as always, the strongest. Talisker's always the strongest one. It is 8 years old, same as 2 years ago. No, 3 years ago.
Yeah, because last year's one
10.
didn't have an actual age, but we think they were 10, weren't they?
All minimum 10, weren't they?
Yeah.
Whereas one before that was a 9 or 11. Yeah, 11. This is, excuse me, this is an 8-year-old. Talisker Diageo Special Releases on 8 seems to be their preference, really. It says that it's matured in refill and ex-bourbon American oak, then finished in stone-spun and toasted American oak casks. Stone spinning. Never heard of this up until the
now,
very
this one.
Well, yes, I'd never heard of it as a process, and then I looked it up, and it was something to do with using stone to chew away at the wood to create deeper grooves to enable better richness in the flavour to retoast it.
Opens up the wood.
Yeah. Basically, think like you scratch your face up,
Yeah.
It's opening your pores. That's it.
It's opening the wood pores.
Yeah, opening the wood pores in your face to get the flavour out.
Do they char it first or do they char it after they've done that?
It says finished in stone spun and toasted American cut. I assume they toast it afterwards. That makes sense, because if you're spinning it, you're opening it up.
You take the toasting off if you toast it first, yeah.
So you may as well toast it afterwards. Yeah. I think that makes sense. We actually have really good tasting notes here, by the way. Bless you. We have really good tasting notes here. We're going to have to go through that. I'm going to enjoy this. Let's see. Hello, Shady Lane. Hope you're well. There's no cat or dog here. I'm very sorry. My dog is on a protest. She refuses to walk up the garden. It's very squelchy. I now have a house. Expensive time for you. I'm very sorry it's been expensive for you. I live in a wooden shed.
Now, have a house or have house the DVD collection?
If it's the collection DVDs, I'm going to be very disappointed with what I've just said there.
You're missing an A that might change that very meaning of that sentence.
Yes, that might be a swerve. Okay, so shall we have a little sniff?
Let's just nose in.
Oh, that smells smoky. Not as smoky as the 2021 by any stretch of the imagination. The 2021 is one of the smokiest whiskey I've ever smelled.
A bit tame by comparison to the previous ones on the nose in an initial hit.
The only way to be certain would be to pour a glass of the Tawny to be certain.
True.
The triple port cask.
Hello, Leona.
Hi, Leona. Hope you're well. If anyone wants to trigger her, go nuts. That smells lovely, actually. It's nice. Yeah, it's a little
bit nutty.
So it says here on the nose, mellow and dry, slowly maritime, with the sea breezes and oyster shells. Well, if that's on the palate, I can't touch it.
I don't think that's how that works.
Shut up. On an earthy mineral base with a hint of... I don't know this word. I legitimately don't know that word.
I can't see it from here.
What is that word there before moss? What is that? I've never heard of it.
Sphagnum?
I feel like if we get into trouble on YouTube, it's because someone thinks you just said something completely different there. That is not a Spagnum. Is that a word? Do forgive me here. I may be English, but this is not a word I've ever...
It's the scientific name, apparently.
For what?
For moss.
Oh, for God's sake, man.
Sphagnum moss. Carpets. Yeah, sphagnum is the scientific name for moss.
Is that how you pronounce it, though?
I don't know.
Find pronunciation and go for a video.
Okay, as soon as I typed it in, the second word...
Okay, go on. Let's hear it. Go on. All right.
Sphagnum.
Go on, let me hear it.
No.
Okay, volume would be good.
Sphagnum.
Oh, you got it right. Well done. Bosh. Okay.
I are good.
A little water develops the maritime notes and calms the spice. So that's what the nose says.
I can't English.
This does not smell... I don't know what moss is supposed to smell like. Sorry, sphagnum. That is complete... Oh, they are scaring me. How are we scaring you?
It does say peat moss, so perhaps it's the scientific term for peat.
Where peat?
Perhaps I wanted to put it in twice.
It might be somewhere else.
Peat and peat.
Peat and peat. I like the smell. It's nice. Yeah, it's good. Okay. Well, let's get to the tasting then.
Let's go.
Slante. Oh, it's quite nice. It's quite rich. That's all right, actually. Yeah.
I think if I was given that not knowing what it is, I would probably think it was a Talisker.
Yeah. It's definitely a Talisker. You can tell. The peat there, the smoke. It's got a bit of a build on the back.
A warm, a little bit of pepperiness.
Yeah. It's definitely a Talisker.
It's still quite...
subdued.
Yeah.
It is.
It's quite sweet for a Talisker as well.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is. And it's dry. There's a complete lack of moist in that. Yeah, no, this is quite nice. It says here, medium to full-bodied.
You said full-bodied, didn't it?
Did I?
Or rich.
You said rich. With a smooth, mouth-filling texture. The powerful taste is sweet, then salty. It's not salty caramel. With a striking mineral effect and peppery spice. Lightly drying with a fruity hint of apple and pear. With water, saltiness and minerality, meat-controlled pepper.
Well, we got sweet, we got pepper.
I mean, usually with the Talisker, you do get salt as well, 'cause it's that whole brine thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
And wonderful thing about this one, to start with, is that it does mean we get subjected to the 8-second rule.
True.
So who's doing this?
I feel like you probably should, because you're the one that's normally got the Talisker collection. So it's more,
the Diageos, yes. The Diageos, yes.
We could both do it, but
I'll do it. It's fine. I'll do it.
I can
do you want to get your watch?
I was about to say I can do the Singleton because I have that collection. I remember that's 14-year-old.
Hey, Mortlach doesn't have an age on it. I'll just leave that in there for an indeterminate amount of time, you know. I just effed up my email. Oh, did you? Garrett. I've missed the moist. Oh, have you missed it? I'm very sorry you missed the moist. Yes, ready?
Ready when you are. He's in. It started. We are coming along. 8 seconds is actually not as long as you think it is when you're drinking a whiskey. But he's not putting any faces, which is a good sign. There we go. Hasn't overpowered his mouth. He's also not putting any faces, so he likes it afterwards.
No, it's lovely. It's building, like, say, 5 seconds after. Now it's building.
It's a bit of a delayed reaction.
It is very subdued, very... Sorry. Very subdued, very sort of... It's dry. You should try it. Yeah.
We're going to need a hydrate after this, are we?
We're going to need agua. We're definitely going to need agua, yes. No, you should try that. The finish is lengthy with plenty of spiciness and a... I don't know what that word is either. Is that Szechuan?
Sichuan, yeah.
Sichuan pepper
Funny old
effect
spelling like that.
in the aftertaste that increases with a dash of water. Well, I'm not doing water.
Ragamuffin, thank you very much for gifting memberships.
Oh, that's incredibly kind of you. Thank
They're
you so
still going
much.
as well. The damage done, but
10.
10. Very
How
kind
dark
of you.
we're rich. Thank you.
That's another Diageo special release for you.
I love that I had actually put on the screen a donation bar and my coffee link. The moment I hit start stream, they vanished.
Oh yeah, I can see the nice box where it's supposed to be.
Yeah. Because I don't know why I just had it clicked randomly. But yeah, no, there was a bar. I was like, oh, I'll put a little cheeky little donation goal for like the gig, like throw it towards extra swag or whatever.
Yeah, I think you're on merch, aren't you?
I'm on merch and dinner.
Yeah.
So you're getting rigatoni.
Hey, that was nice.
It was all right, I guess. Yeah. All right. No, that's nice. Have you done the 8-second thing?
No, I'm not going to.
All right.
I took my watch off because I thought it'd be easier to control.
Yeah, it'd be easier to control, wouldn't it?
Also, you can do it as needed as well.
I'm definitely not going to do that.
I'm going to do like 12 seconds then.
All right.
So it's...
Go on then. Get it down, you more son. There we go. Yeah, thank you so much, Ragamuffin. That was incredibly kind of you. We really do appreciate that. Means a lot to us, certainly with the Merry Meggy month of Moistmas approaching. I don't know what that was.
Someone's donated for something.
Well, either that or it's the alerts for the...
Oh, maybe. That's really... I mean, I know it's not warm in here, but it's not cold. But that was really cooling when it first went in the mouth.
You noticed that.
It's got a kind of mouthwashy kind of... You know, that kind of cleansing, cool crispness.
You have some catching up to do with the gift grift. I agree, you do, and I'm disappointed in you not catching up sooner. I assume these alerts are actually the
It's the 10, yeah.
the memberships. I'm going to apologise if you hear them, but I don't actually want to say sorry. No, I think that's really nice. It's a very so
how strong is this?
58.7. Doesn't feel it, does it?
I was going to say, are we sure?
Yeah, it's the strong. That's the weird thing. It doesn't feel it. It's the strongest of the bunch.
Yeah.
That's going to go off another 7 times.
We've got a couple that are close.
Yeah, but it's all Talisker's always the strongest. Has been every year. Go back to 2021 and the smoky one. That's still the king of it.
Yeah.
59.7 was actually their prevailing. I think the last year's 59.7 as well. I think
59.7.
Yeah, they stay up in that really high area. Only a few. I don't think you've got many Diageos that come close to it on purpose.
No.
I think they want to set Talisker because it's always younger. They want to intentionally get it out as quick, get it out of there, and get it as strong as possible. But how they get it as strong as they do at the percentage it's at baffles me.
Yeah, I guess it must be to how it matures.
Yeah, but they're maturing it on the Isle of Skye. Like this isn't. That's still a fairly. I don't know how they're doing that, but it's impressive.
Perhaps I'll have to go there one day and ask.
If you win that competition, maybe you'll get a Glen Turret one instead.
I won't complain. We do like the Glen
Although if I win, it's going to be a completely different conversation. Hey,
if you win, you owe me.
Shenanigans. I'm calling
you owe me a
shenanigans.
win.
I owe you a win. Well, to be fair, you get a bottle.
Oh, she has a mortgage, so she has an actual house.
Oh, well done.
Well then, Ragamuffin, welcome to the adult world. I have one of those.
I don't, so I'm sorry. I'm still a child. I'm still enjoying the ding-a-ling going off here because apparently membership has to be done individually. I don't know where the alert is. I have no idea. But it's somewhere.
Wiggy wiggy ding dong.
Thank you. I see you're the adult here. That's a really easy, cool drink. Very easy. Smoky, bit of peat.
Don't know if I have enough to shoot. There's a little.
I've got a tiny amount left as well, so it's fine. It wasn't exactly a full shot.
No.
For those, before we started, we worked out which ones we were going to do from each other's samples.
Yeah.
And so I'm doing my Talisker. I keep my Benrinnes and my Lagavulin, is it?
You've got Benrinnes and Lagavulin.
Yeah.
I've put in the Lagavulin. You've put the Mortlach in because mine's already open because I've tried some before I bought it.
Yeah.
I've put the Benrinnes in because you're in your one.
Yeah, it makes it. To be fair, that's only fair because I'm putting in.
Not least because that's, to be fair, the other one. If I could afford it, that's the one I would buy next. Otherwise,
To be fair, if the Rosal didn't look as good, I'd say the Benrinnes. As far as if you ignore the Mortlach, there's always a swerve in that one. If you look at the appearance of all the others, the Benrinnes and the Rosal look the nicest because the Benrinnes has that nice vibrant colour.
Very bright and colourful.
The thing is that we had that whiskey, the standard 15, is it? Yeah, I bought it for you as a January treat.
You did. Yeah.
Yes, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. I don't remember it much, but it's all right.
No, they don't. They don't do many. That's the youngest whiskey they do because all the rest are like special release ones of various forms.
It's like Clonelish. Usually do a Diageo special release, but I never see them sell out. No. So I'm like, why are you doing this? Hi, Joyce. Hope you're well. You're here to learn about alcohols. There's nothing wrong with that. We are too. I've learned 2 new words today. One is moss, and the other is something pepper.
I can't remember how to pronounce it.
Sichuan.
Yeah, Sichuan and I can't remember
Sphagnum. Oh, sorry. Sphagnum. I don't want to get into trouble if I say sphagnum. Sphagnum.
Sphagnum.
Think of it if you have a bit of a lisp. Sphagnum PI. Bit of a lisp and clearly mentally handicapped. Okay. Oh, I'm going to finish mine because I think that's really nice. Yeah. Well,
yeah.
You're a swag fam. It's punches more as a shot. Punches more as a shot.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, that's actually good. It said here that the colour was deep gold with amber lights. No, that was just.
How do they fit lights in that bowl?
I mean, I can go get some bottle lights if you want, but I'd rather not. I have to go into the shed box and everything's squelchy outside. Honestly, sphagnum. 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 It's a type of. It's basically a fancy way of saying moss, but apparently I have to include the word moss to throw me, and I've never seen that word in my life. Much like I've not seen Sichuan.
No, it's normally because it's Szechuan normally, isn't it?
Yeah. So
E and a Z in it.
Yeah, so I'm familiar with that spelling, which is why this one threw me.
Yeah.
So I've never seen that word. Oh, look, there's a David in our chat.
Don't know who he is.
Tosser. Ban him.
The mod. How did he get to be a mod?
I don't know. Fucking loser, man. Loser. Oh, yes. Agua my glass, David. Thank you.
We are aguaring.
Can't swirl these to get everything out. It's really awkward.
To kind of, it's a shaken, not stirred approach, isn't it?
It's definitely yeah. Just to push your luck in. Yeah.
You have to get moving.
Yeah.
All right, one down.
That's one down. I quite like that. I'm glad I've got the bottle.
Yeah.
I remember last year when so for those who don't know, we did do a sample set tasting of this last year. We did it on Discord. And we had Oban, Singleton, Talisker, Lagavulin, and
Mortlach and Rosal.
No. Well, I was going to get to that. So the Mortlach wasn't a sample. We had a bottle of it. I had a bottle at the time here. David has it his at his flat, 20 cl, because we couldn't get a full-size bottle. It was a whole palaver. But we opened mine, and David offered to give me his, which I still have.
Yeah, this is the Rosal, we should say. And
we then rated those, and the Talisker and the Mortlach were the 2 we rated near the bottom. Not that they were bad, but compared to the others, they weren't. But the only one that they
we were
beat...
still going like an 8 or an 8.5,
yeah,
didn't we?
the only one that was worse than all of them was the Oban that was incomplete.
Yeah.
Last year's Oban, that is. Rum cask, you can't really go wrong. Apparently,
there's the exception that proves the rule.
Oban's like, hold my stones. I've got to go and shit all over that.
Hold my rum.
My dad did enjoy that. He had it neat, apparently. Was it neat? Yeah. He was that or an old-fashioned. I'm like...
Omsec Albanit. What? Are you drunk already, Diana?
1 sec. Unless she's talking about me. Omi. Omi sec.
Yeah, well, she is the secretary. This is true.
All right. But yeah, no, we rated last year's, and the Talisker Diageo Special Release last year was all 3 different types of port cask.
Yeah.
It was really nice. But if you compare to the Singleton white wine cask, Chardonnay de Bourgogne, nowhere near as good. That was number 2. Lagavulin tequila cask, number 3. Close, though.
Yeah.
And then the Rosal, simple 12-year-old bourbon cask, number 1.
Yeah.
And then we see reviews rating it lower, and we're like, shut the fuck up.
Like, that's just because they can get any, isn't it? Clearly.
Yeah, well, that could have applied to us.
Hey, we got lots of it. We didn't receive any of it.
That applied to us until early this year, where after last year, my sisters were like, what do we get David? And I'm like, get him all these 20cl bottles of Rose Isle. Why? Because he can't get a full-size one. If he has all these, he has a full bottle. So they did, and then eventually you get one.
Yeah.
It was an absolute ball ache.
Yeah.
This year, though...
Tale of the how many Rose Isles.
Yeah, this year I get the Rose Isle, get entered into a competition, come second. I'm like, victory!
Yeah.
What do I get? Swag. Sweet.
To say, to be fair, we both did buy a bottle of the Rose Isle, didn't we?
When?
Yes.
Because there are a number of times you tried this.
The one we both bought that both didn't receive.
Oh, from the retailer I've never used since, Bottle Club. Yes.
Club, yeah.
Q Bottle Club. Q.
Yeah. Who managed to dispatch it, give us tracking information, and then tell us they didn't have it.
I partly understand this now.
I don't know if that's better or worse than me winning one and then being told my draw didn't count because I'd entered too late or later than
so
other people.
I understand this error now because I had ordered some Warhammer from the shop in where the Butcher's is, and I ordered it to the website, and I was like, I Facebook messaged them and I said, look, can I just come in and collect it from the shop? And they're like, because you hit dispatch, but I've already asked you to please send it to the shop.
Yeah.
And they're like, it's just a printing label. We actually get it dispatched the next day. I was like, oh, cool, I'll go to your shop. So over the weekend, I got on the train and went there. No, went to their warehouse, which is the next town over. And I'm like, but that's near where my sister used to live, and I can't get there. Dickheads. I'm a bit salty. So they messaged me back, and it'll be here tomorrow. So I won't be here for it, so it's fine.
Cool, I can get it. If I'm here. Don't know.
Well, no, I'll be here as well then. But if we're not here because we're going to a gig tomorrow, I won't be here anyway. It's fine. At least they gave it first class delivery instead.
More than so I can go and drive in with your sister and all.
Don't care. Anyway, yes. So the palaver of the Diageos is an established piece of law, but we had
any problem getting hold of a Singleton or a Talisker when we've wanted one.
Yeah, they always seem to do well. I had assumed this year that Benrinnes would be the one that we struggled with. I'd assumed because that was a bit obscure.
Probably the thing with that is it is obscure, but it's not unknown. Rose Isle was unknown. Everyone went for it because it was like, this is its first ever release. It's part of this collection. It must be good. Well, Benrinnes isn't unknown. It's just not common.
So the two that went last year the fastest, I couldn't. No, Rose Isle was one. The Glenkinchie was the other.
Yes,
the claret jug thing. That was the oldest one they'd ever done.
Yeah.
You can get them now though. Shocker. I swear they just
down in price though. Have they?
No, it's gone up. In fact, I wonder if that has anything to do with those tax hikes that they promised they wouldn't introduce, and they introduced anyway.
Yeah.
Dickheads. I'm quite impressed. This year though, it's been very much like the Talisker, subdued, because none of them have gone yet. Which, I mean, is a worry if you want to collect them all. But at the same time, not, because slow market.
Yeah.
Market's going through a bit of a shift at the moment, with taxes. I'm going to complain about this slightly. When Labour got elected, they promised they wouldn't introduce tax hikes to the alcohol industry. The only thing they introduced a tax break on was Guinness by like 1 pence. Everything else got tax hiked to high hell. It's like, but alcohol industry isn't going to help you guys here. And you just stabbed them all in the back on what was essentially anti-conservative rhetoric.
Yeah.
And the first thing you did was stab them in the back, and then you've gone for the farmers. Under the guise of, but future generations need that land. Like, bitch, that's not how this works. No. Like, that's inhumane.
They do need the land, but we also need food.
Yes, I think they're relying on this infamous. But we want to be environmentally friendly and carbon neutral. So what we'll do to offset our carbon is by importing it from New Zealand and sending our carbon to China.
Yeah.
So it will be on China to reduce the carbon of the world. Cough. Anyway. Next on the list. What is next on the list, David?
Is it Singleton?
Singleton. Another one with a beautiful picture taken from my box, and I'm going to just go and find the sample.
You do like Meg's box?
I have a delightful box. Singleton is at the front, actually, handily.
Great cork pop there. Absolute silence.
It is called Autumn Walk. It is 54.7%. It is 14 years old.
The golden colour of the Talisker.
This is a maturation followed 3 parallel paths, respectively, in ex-bourbon, rejuvenated ex-wine, and then refill casks. The latter all transferred after 10 years for extending finishing in a mix of experimental casks with European oak and unique Pyrenean oak cask ends. This is one of the most complicated ones I've ever seen.
That's a lot of wood.
You would know. On a night like this, right now, Dave resembles a used Asda carrier bag, mate. That is a very... Oh, what's the chat say? Oh, hi, Keishel. Democrats did that. Yeah, they did. They shouldn't have. Yeah. If you're going to legalise something and then tax it so high, you need to understand that that's not going to work the way you think it is and will increase the illegal market. And I've said illegal. Vendors who are not legally allowed to sell it. No, this is one of the more complicated cask finishes. It says here, what if we made a whiskey bathed in the soft warmth of autumn light? What are they doing? Sitting the casks outside?
Taking it for a walk.
In Scotland, warmth of autumn light seems a bit like an oxymoron.
I was going to say, well, the fire they've got going maybe to keep themselves warm.
Yeah, but they've not still got flames from Burns Night, have they? They don't last that long.
It's that Oban firework display that all went off in 30 seconds.
And they don't burn effigies of Guy Fawkes because they agreed with him. In fact, most of the UK people do as well. Yeah. In fact, that's why we don't burn effigies of him now, because we know he's right. Yeah. We're just waiting for the one day they don't get down and check. No, never again. We'll try to. Pay 35% taxes on... Yeah, no. Nah. Anyway, so...
Deep amber, it says.
The last 2 Diageo Singletons we have had. I have a bottle of the 14, and I opened. It's delicious. Dave has the previous year, which he got from me. Yeah. But we had a 20 CL of it, I did, and we opened it on a stream, had a sip and went, oh no.
Yeah.
I remember that. It was sat in my bedroom, I think. We opened it and I just went, nope. Oh no. This is too good. It was dangerous. Yeah. Because the 2022 edition was a red wine cask. Last year, white wine cask. Both. If you put them side by side, I don't know who would be the better one. Because they were both so good. That 20 CL Singleton was gone.
Yeah, I did.
It was good. But I haven't seen any 20 CLs for this year yet.
No, actually, no. I
wonder if they're doing it on purpose. Missing out opportunity there to sell it, though, I think.
Yeah, I suppose the thing is, we don't know how many they sold last year. It might be they didn't sell very many of them last year.
Well, the 20 CLs?
Yeah.
I mean, they're still around, but not as many.
It's very depends how they produce as well.
I would like to get a few of last year's if I could, because the Lagavulin is quite nice. I've got that, but the another Singleton one to top up mine when I run low, you know. Got to have your top ups.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing with these special releases. There is a limited number. They're not going to make them again.
No.
So if you do like one, you need to buy more than one. I'm going to have to love and leave you. Well, thank you for being here, Ragamuffin. We do appreciate it. Thank you for the memberships. It really means a lot to us. We really appreciate it.
Yes, thank you for being here. Good luck with the Wi-Fi in the house.
And we'll smash like on the way out.
I'm sure.
They
get sun in Scotland. Yeah, it's about 2 days a year, Bri.
It's if they get any more days, their angel share goes to like 2 or 3%. We can't be doing that. Keep them at 1%. We get more out of them.
I think how many of them we'd lose if they had more sunshine. They're all ginger.
I think their industry for selling factor 5,000 would go through the roof. It says here the appearance is deep amber with burnished copper lights. Now this is a little bit darker than the previous one, I think. Yeah. It certainly looks darker. It says on the note now. Oh god, the tasty notes. There's a lot.
I like the hat though.
These are thorough. This little booklet is thorough, mellow and mild. Hints of an orange cream cake cream cake filling evolve into an orange sponge cake with vanilla. Below a green, quotations, note suggests...
Is this the year of the word that Meg can't say?
No. Fuck it. I know the word, it's just read.
We're going to do well here.
I'm not entirely sure this is a sentence you want to hear from my... All right.
Is it worse than my vagina is ablaze?
One of the letters changes. This isn't too dissimilar. You might get there's a word that's going to come up. If you change the first vowel for an I, then you might have something close to what Dave's just said here. Below, a green note suggests mange tout.
Mange tout! Fucking P! Mange tout!
Shh. Mange tout. It's funnier saying it that way. At the moment I saw it, I was like, I have to say it. I have to. And a waxy hint of flaked almond increases if water is added. There's a lot of suggestion for adding water in these so far. Mange tout, everyone. It's too. I saw.
I'm not boiling the whiskey, all right?
The moment I saw that, I was like, I know what it. I know what it is.
Steaming it for 4 minutes.
I know what
to
it
make
is.
Al dente.
But mange. It's too funny. Oh, that made me laugh too much. Okay, so should we have this one? Apparently quite mellow as well.
I've forgotten half of that now.
Okay, well that's fine. A lot of orange and mange.
Orange and vanilla mange. Okay.
Actually, it is very citrusy. It is very citrusy.
It's crisp. Not as in very salted crisp, but sharp crisp.
There's no salt mentioned on the nose here. Very, very citrusy. That's what I'm getting. Like, quite obvious peel smells. Not much mange, but... can you tell we're both in our mid to late 30s?
I need an emotional support adult. Wayne, where's Wayne?
Wayne is he's up there.
Wayne.
Wayne's up there. How you doing, mate? No, I had no choice. The moment I saw that, I was like, I have to do this. I have to send it. That's too good. The nose, the orange is definitely prevalent. I don't get much of like the nuttiness, but that's a hint of if water is added. They did it with the Talisker.
Yeah.
I don't want to add. I know individual preference, totally fine, but I don't want to add water.
No.
I don't want to. It's not for me. I'd rather just, Okay, so the palate. Shall we have a taste?
Clean compared to obviously the smell of the Talisker. Obviously, there's no smoke, no
Yes,
peat
well,
in it.
annoyingly, this is said sort of put between two whiskies that are very, very contrasting.
Yeah.
Shall we have a little taste?
Mellow spot in the middle.
It says here,
Smooth.
mellow and mild, hints of an orange cream. Oh no, medium-bodied with a creamy, smooth texture. The taste starts sweetly, centre palate, then sharpens with a hint of Seville orange, Seville, orange peel before drying gently with a peppery spiciness, sweet yet similar with water.
I'll be honest, that sounds 100% accurate.
Yeah. The orange peel is prevalent. The creamy taste.
Yeah.
It does make me think of like a fries chocolate sweet with orange cream in it instead.
Yeah, the orange cream.
Yeah. Makes me of that fondant.
Yeah, that's really nice.
It's do.
It's not overpowering in the way of like the Jameson's orange was, or Hexal orange.
That was
different to orange, but
Mediterranean thing. That's a banger. Can't go wrong with that one.
That's really nice.
I think my dad wanted to buy the Jameson's orange, and I was like, don't. I know somebody on the server wanted the coffee one. I was like, don't.
No.
It was Bry, I think, wanted it. Or
no,
was considering it.
Those edition ones weren't as good, were they? The Hay Club was good for the orange.
They make good whiskey, though, so it's fine. Sorry, whiskey. No mange. Sorry, guys.
So actually, someone at work was saying they drink Jameson's, and one of the younger lads, and my deputy manager basically kind of made a face, and I was like, "Hey, Jameson's is good."
Yeah, you can't.
He's like, well, yeah, but it's cheap. It's like, doesn't matter. It's good.
Quality and quantity like, sometimes can be in alignment.
He was sort of like, yeah, but you're young. And it's like, you don't know much. You're young. It's like, allow me to show you my whiskey collection. It's like, how many bottles of this?
I should
just one cabinet, and then show the other cabinet. It's like,
just pull out the picture of my Jameson's 18 and be like, I've got a friend who has that. I promise you, it's good.
I just showed him the two cabinets. He's like, yeah, okay, fair enough.
I wouldn't need to. I don't need to dab. I just wait for someone to go. He's got a bar, by the way.
Yeah.
All right. Fair enough. Yeah, I'm not really a show-off type.
Well, I wasn't doing it to show off. It was more putting
Cold
him in
brew.
his place.
Ah, yeah, it was Jim's
Yeah.
cold brew. I knew it was. We have had that. We tried. I think we drank a fair bit of it.
Yeah.
We were trying to find out if there was any way it could work, and it just didn't work.
Because we had that. We had the Johnny Walker espresso. We had
We did that evening, but
coffee
we
rums. We had the coffee AU.
Yeah, we did. The thing is, we've done. What I mean is, we had the cold brew separately, and we tried it a different way. We put it in cocktails. We put it in milk. We tried it in hot drinks.
Did we actually do it in a coffee? I don't know. We actually
No,
put it in
but we
coffee,
did it.
did we?
We did it with a milk thing because it suggested it. It just didn't work. Just didn't work.
Oh, yeah, we tried to make the iced coffee with it, didn't we?
Yeah, it didn't work. It was absolutely atrocious, and there were many regrets. No, this is nice. 14 seconds then. Come on, it's your turn. Dazzle us with your flavour palette profile thing and whatever. I'm going to, while David does that, pull out this booklet and talk about these. So there's a page. Here we go. Oh, there's actually a whole thing on these. So price range, I should have done this. Talisker sells for £90. It's always the cheapest. The Singleton sells for 132. And they all basically just...
that dries.
Yeah. That happened with the Singleton 21 and the 15.
It's nice. That is really nice.
The 21 dry was quite dry. Well, is quite dry, sorry. The Singleton is 132. It's one of the more expensive ones-ish. It sort of sits around the mid-range.
Yeah.
But it's nowhere near the most expensive, which we have later, don't you worry. Which is, oddly enough, the most expensive one is the weakest one.
The Benrinnes.
It's the weakest one of the lot. By... Oh, no, second weakest. This is the weakest.
Yeah. Oh, is this the weakest?
Yeah, 54.7. Okay. Second weakest is Benrinnes at 55.4.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, the booklet inside the Whisky magazine only just covers the basics. It doesn't actually give us much information.
Receiving mine probably when I get home.
It's arrived today. I was like, oh, sweet. I literally sat, when I got back from the gym, I went straight up, sat on my bed for 10 minutes and just read this. I was like, well, it's raining. I'm not going to the cabin while I'm soaked.
Stout was good, yes. Hello, Amanda. Welcome.
Stout is still good. And hello, Amanda. Hope you're well. Bummed I'm late. You're not late. You are fashionably on time by 52 minutes minus. Okay, so I'm going to have a little 14 second.
I think you should try it as well.
Absolutely. Singleton can't go wrong. What did I buy this year? The 25? Come on.
Yeah, true.
You know I like it.
So we are away. I'm looking forward to seeing his face as it gets towards the end and it starts drying out his mouth. He's been begging for the agua, or the moist. No, the mouth is going. He's supping. He's trying to spread it around to keep it going.
It's very citrusy.
Yeah.
Very, very. But like it's not too much on the tongue.
No.
You're right. It's quite. The word you used last year when we did the Singleton 21, you said cloy.
Cloying.
You're cloying. There's that. Is that the word?
One does like to add a touch of the posh in there. Yeah.
Yes, well, you certainly showed your middle-class Waitrose shopping credentials, didn't you now? They're just essential lentils.
I only have one whiskey from Waitrose. The Starwood. Actually, one, something else. Yeah, Starwood came from Waitrose as well.
Fair enough. No, that's lovely. And it always... I've yet to be disappointed by a Singleton.
That's really good.
Even their standard whiskies, I'm never disappointed. I'm sorry, but...
Have I bought this yet? I can't remember. What was it?
What?
No. Have I bought this yet? Yes, I have.
Yeah, you bought the Singleton. You made it a point to go and buy it.
Bought this in the mall. That's a good buy.
His Diageo collections for annually apparently are Mortlach and Singletons now. You just need to go back and get the other Mortlach from 2 years ago. That way you got 3 for 3. You know, I'll stick to just Talisker. Although if I'm going to have the Talisker separate from a complete set, I need to get another Talisker.
Yeah.
Oh no. What a shame.
How will you survive having to get more Talisker?
Oh no. Tragedy. I guess I'll have to find more space though. We'll work on that. Best. Best?
She's deleted the message it was referring to. Basically, she said she had the cold brew, but she liked the stout and she meant the stout the best.
I've got that.
But she's deleted her own message rather than just...
Middleton Distillery website. They sell a distillery edition of Jameson's. And I'm looking at it and I'm just like, I want it, but I don't have it.
Okay, apparently my parents didn't pay any attention when I told them I was coming here to go to a gig.
What? Never mind. We'll talk about that later. Anyway, If you were to rate, we can't rate these right now, but do you think that
That's in my book.
compared to previous entries, do you think these are as good as so far? They're living up to the Diageo standard? Because these two always feature.
So the Talisker is a little bit strange because it's definitely more mellow than previous years.
Still Talisker, though, isn't it?
It's still very definitely a Talisker.
Yeah.
The Singleton, I think, definitely works. It carries on the...
I don't think it's as good, but I think it's definitely up there.
Yeah, it carries on the sort of... It's just a very quality whiskey.
Yeah.
All of theirs have been quality. You can tell there's a good quality to them. It is a bit different to the previous
So
two.
this is
Not
where
as-
I agree with you, because the Taliskers have each year been very different. The first one that I've got, obviously, is the stupidly smoked one that nearly choked me. Second one, I don't remember ever tasting. The jellyfish one with the bourbon cask. Yeah. Last year's, I think, is fantastic. It's not as... But compare that even with the 2021. The 2023 is just, they're not alike.
Yeah.
Whereas the Singletons, there's a bit of consistency here. They know the wine cask works.
Yeah. I think there's less complexity to the Singleton than previous years' ones. It's a bit more one-dimensional with the citrus.
Yes, there's not as much complexity as the tasting notes would indicate. It says here on the finish, long, warming, and spicy with a cooling effect in the aftertaste. Still spicy with the
With a touch of water, I'm guessing.
dash.
Dash of water.
Everything's finished here with water. Sod off. No, this is lovely. The notes are very complex, but they are very... I didn't delete it, though. Oh,
It's retracted, if that makes you feel better.
I didn't do it.
No, nor did I. I don't even know how to.
That's delicious. It's a very nice whiskey. I was a bit worried about this stream because for the last 2 nights I've been going to bed with headaches, and I was like, if I get another fucking migraine, I'm going to be really pissed off.
Yeah.
I can't be asked. I have to go to the gym and work and stuff. Can we not? Can we not have another headache? That'd be great. I'd like to have a night's sleep without waking up because a cat wants to come into my room. It's still having a headache at 4 a.m. Like, can we not?
Yeah, unfortunately, the cat and the headache aren't related. Well, it
No,
might
they're
be.
not. No, I'm pretty sure the headache yesterday was because of the mind-numbingly, incredibly dull, boring as fudge. Gemma.
Yeah.
I would rather be painting the Warhammer I've got on my desk.
No offence intended to those of you that do gem art.
All the offence, you are boring. My eyes don't lose focus. So I'm sat there, my eyes then start to
His
strain.
eyes become detached from his brain.
My brain wishes it could become detached from the eyes, because it's that thing of I can look at something and I can see everything, and after many hours I can still see it, and it buggers me up. So we've nearly hit the 1 hour mark. Our internet signal is absolutely horrendous. We've dropped a lot of frames.
I've lost my Wi-Fi as well.
Are we
It's
still
gone
on?
to 5G.
Hang on, let me. A favour, just
that's
so I
some
know
dinner
we're
as well.
here. Just so I know you're here. Can someone type in the chat?
Yeah, it's just can't handle anything that turns your brain off.
I wonder why that is. Right, I'm going to send mine. Citrusy and goes down a lot easier. Very nice. Goes down very well.
Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful.
I think so. The shot is stronger than the sit for the citrus.
Yeah, very much so. Thank you, Amanda. Thank you, Bri and Leona. I do apologise if we lag at all. There isn't anything I can do about it because I've got no power up here. I really don't. I'm so sorry. Otherwise, the internet box would be on and we'd be using that. Oh, water, yes.
Yes, we have Agwad.
Shaken, not stirred.
Yes. Good glass coating.
Well, yes, as well as I can do, anyway, in such a rip-roaringly successful glass.
Perpendicular glass.
Yeah, it's a challenging. It's a glass with a challenge. It's not there to be used. It's just there. Be a nuisance. Although it helps with pouring into mouth.
Yeah.
About it, really. No, I really enjoyed that. I'm glad I've got the bottle. Glad you have too, actually. Although mine's not for a Singleton collection, at least. Unless my collection solely existed to open. I assume this one's yours.
This is the Lagavulin, the Fireside Tales.
Yes, it says so in the booklet.
12-year-old.
Right, I will pull that up. There we go. This picture's a bit different. I do apologise. This is actually a close-up of the sample. No, we're not using that sample, but if we were, we'd be getting a full double each, essentially. My dad actually, when he brought the Bushmill samples for us, he put 2 on the table for each of us, and I was like, that's not a double. One of those is a double. You've just given us a quad each. Take 2 home, please.
Yeah. You don't get through that bottle too quickly.
It's not. It's more of a. I'm not. I won't take advantage of my dad.
No.
You know.
No, you have to let me know when he's next here, or
That'll be Christmas Eve.
Oh, we'll have to do some virtual with him.
We'll have to do a WhatsApp thing.
Yeah.
We'll do that. We can sort that out.
Yeah.
Do it on a weekend.
Not
lagging as bad as Netflix did for the fun.
I'm sorry. Oh, no, he did put fight in inverted commas.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Okay, so this is the Lagavulin's another regular staple feature of the Diageo Special Releases, next to Talisker and Singleton, although last year, Talisker wasn't initially announced as part of the Diageo Special Releases. It wasn't until nearer the time, and I was pissed off because I was going to collect Taliskers, and then they eventually announced it, and I was like...
because I think they only announced 6 of them to start with.
7. They announced 7.
I thought they'd missed the Rosal to start with as well. Then they announced that and the Talisker.
They might have announced the Talisker after the Rosal, but the Rosal was definitely announced before the Talisker. So this is matured in ex-bourbon barrels and refill hogsheads of American oak and refill European oak butts. Complicated, but not too bad. But it says here, what if smoke was tamed into inviting sweetness? It is 12 years old, ABV 57.4 or 114.8 proof for the pussies.
And
it says here,
did the conversion in his head.
Clear gold, white wine. Actually, white wine.
White wine, yeah.
Clear gold.
Maybe a Chardonnay?
Maybe
I don't think it's Pinot Noir. Pinot Grigio.
Pinot Noir?
No, don't think it's Pinot Noir. Don't think it's Pinot Grigio.
Hang on a second. I don't know many white wines called Noir. I've had a Pinot Noir. Unless I'm mistaken, isn't that a German? Made it home. Congratulations, the owner.
Success? Maybe?
Now you can go home and sit down, chill out, and get nice and amazed. Marvellous. You poured it?
We have poured. We have
glorious.
The whiskey.
I like that. He actually brought some samples back, and I've been putting all my samples in here. I've got a little drawer for those who don't know.
Drawer for Phil to use for his.
Just so I can give people samples, basically.
Yeah, you send them to people, and your dad's friends, and that, then you say.
He did actually ask me if I knew the address of one of them to send one of the samples to, and I was weirdly, when I scrolled through my WhatsApp, I found there was a gap of a couple months. I think that's when I upgraded my phone.
Yeah.
I don't,
We're yawning.
I don't know why it was your fault.
Yeah.
I don't know why it always has that gap, because then my dad went and looked through his messages and found the exact same gap as well, and it's like, all right, well, not at the same time, just like when he upgraded. Okay, it's an upgrade thing. Okay, good to know. Don't be gross.
Ew.
No such promises can be.
Ew.
Perfect. So there is a mention here of water. It's on the palate, mercifully. The nose, drying and gentle. It's all been quite dry.
Yeah.
Ashy aromas of a smouldering bonfire, my dad would love that, on a distant beach are introduced by healing cream and carbolic soap.
See, I'm
Then back
thinking...
by subtle fruity notes, both sweet and tart. Slapper. There is more wood ash later on.
I was thinking deep heat as I smelt that.
Deep heat? I've never smelled deep heat.
Not just because I have a dodgy back at the minute, but...
Do I need to buy you some tomorrow?
I have some at home, I didn't bring it.
How are we going to do the gig tomorrow if your back's still, like... how are you going to do... Am I going to have to hold you
I've
up?
got some Nurofen, ibuprofen still.
Do I need to just, like, adjust your back like a fireman lift thing?
Possibly, yeah.
I can do it. I don't want to risk... I don't want to have to hold you like that for the rest of the gig, though.
At least it's not someone else going in front of you.
Brothers in Metal will be thinking, he's just doing this the whole time. No, he's not. He's in pain. I'm having fun.
Yeah, I might make a beeline for something with a beam to lean on. After that, tomorrow, we'll see if we've got priority entry.
You have O2.
Yeah, it depends if they do it at that venue, but hopefully we can get that.
It's no to a venue. It has to be.
Yeah.
It just smells like a
Lagavulin.
This just smells like a Lagavulin, but more subdued.
It's got that Isla.
It's an Isla smoky quality.
Iodine.
Yeah.
Peat smoke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not as medicinal as like the Freud, but it smells like a Lagavulin. An Islay single malt.
I wonder if I can put that on my back.
You have to lay down for it to be truly effective. I can get go wake up one of the girls and just be like, "Can you want to stamp on David's back?" Yeah. Bang, bang, bang. Or he hears all the crunching and you're like, yeah, that made it better. I can't walk anymore though. Try a TENS device for your back. What's a TENS device?
It's like a Ferragan thing. Electric massage thing. It basically sort of pulses and.
Isn't that just a vibrator?
Basically.
Okay. We do not own such devices here. We're above that.
I don't really have back problems. I just woke up this morning. I must have slept funny, and I just got up and was like, "Oh, this is uncomfortable."
It's meant to, because before we went live. Sorry for you on. Before we went live, I'd mentioned that I'd had a bit of a weird backache thing this morning, walking with 2 shopping bags of cleaning supplies, and I was just walking along, and the back here just spiked, and I was like, "Okay, I guess I'm going to stand here for a minute and wait." And I just started walking like freaking like the Grinch sneaking through a house.
Was it mysteriously walks? He is doing some cross between the Grinch and Monty Python here.
Bit of a John Cleese thing. Well, it was the case. I was having to walk so tenderly, and I got into the pub and I was like, "Put the bags down." Oh, the back pain's gone.
Yeah.
That's like kicking the bags. Like, fuck you.
Yeah. Well, my boss asked me if I was limping. I was like, well, not intentionally, but my back is stiff, so I'm sort of leaning a bit to one side.
Electronic stimulation. I mean, I can get him to lick a battery if you want. Got some 100 amp hour ones. Might do some good. Okay, so the palate, David. Ready for this? Medium-bodied, again. Creamy, really mouth-filling in texture, very sweet to taste. Then drying with a sprinkling of salt and controlled smokiness. And a controlled smokiness. The intensity, lip-tingling. Then it mentions water, because fuck you. Okay. Cheers. Tastes like a Lagavulin. There's something a little bit different.
Gerald?
It's nice though, but there's something different about it. It's a bit more earthy than the standard, I think.
I was going to say, I think it's a little bit more like tangy.
Yeah.
More zestiness to it.
Probably because I don't have access to standard.
That was still overdue. I've still got an orange hit from the Singleton.
Possibly. I think it might be, but it's possible that that's something you're noticing and I'm not. I'm just noticing it's a lot more earthy than. Yeah, it's good though.
Yeah,
it didn't like last year's Lagavulin popped.
It's not quite got that level of whelm, has it?
Yeah, the person that could have had that conversation with is not here anymore. Sorry, not Ragavulin.
Ragavulin.
Ragavulin. Yeah, Ragamuffin Vulin. We've double-barreled your name. You're welcome.
Ragavulin the Muffin.
Ragavulin El Muffino. Because that's Scottish too. No, it's a lot. They mentioned subdued. All three are subdued, but in very different ways. Whereas last year's Singleton, Talisker, and Lagavulin, well, the Singleton and Lagavulin popped.
Yeah.
These didn't pop. These are still lovely though.
I suppose perhaps to some degree the only way they can make it different and sort of stand out from last year is by making it go the other way. Because obviously, if they made it a big hit again this year, A, you're going to wonder if it's the same whiskey, and B, it's not going to make much difference between last year's and this year's.
So that's another wonderful thing about these, because they're all so different. This mentions a powerful, smoky, drying finish that's long. I got the drying but I didn't.
It was long.
No, it's not long.
The Singleton was longer.
Oh yeah. Talisker had the potential. Oh, Talisker built, but it wasn't. Yeah. It depends how you drank it.
Yeah, they're all drying.
Very drying. That's a really unique quality this time. Very unique quality. If all 5 of them are like that, you've had a part of the Mortlach, but if all 5 of them are like that, I'd be very impressed, because that's the level of consistency.
Yeah. It's an intentional. We need you to have a release of whiskey.
Yeah.
That dries people's palates. So
it's a weird one as well, because who wants a drying palate?
Perhaps they're trying to encourage you to add water to it.
Well, whenever I think of drying, I think of like gin or a certain white wine.
Yeah, perhaps Perhaps that's what it is. Perhaps they've designed it that way to try and make people add water to it, to try and give them a different experience with it. If they have, I don't like the idea that they've had water in it. But
David doesn't like water.
One.
He may look like a plant, but it turns out he does not take in water very well. Not unless it's flavoured. But sugar-free, everyone.
No, I prefer the sugar one. It's just they don't really sell much of it now. It's normally sugar-free is all you can get.
You need the sugar so you can get your metabolism going.
Yeah, this is true.
Oh dear. Yeah, no, it's not. It's a nice whiskey. It's lovely. In fact, it's so good that David's going to do 12 seconds of it.
David's okay with it.
Yeah, David. Hotspot is on. Okay, we're back. Sorry, guys. I think it's because my phone keeps trying to connect to the house Wi-Fi and use that as a hotspot. So I've turned that off. We're solely on my data. It's all green now, so I think we're okay. Right.
Yeah,
anyway,
back on mine. We're back not loading on mine.
There are 3 samples this time round that aren't included, and I was confused by this because, like, the Oban buffering already.
Buffering on mine, yeah.
Oh, fuck off, man.
Yeah, but bear in mind the delay.
It's gone red on mine now.
Oh.
Man. The Rose Isles one, I didn't think they'd do that as a sample. The Kalila was another, and I thought they would because it's an unpeated Isla.
Yeah.
And it's weird that when we found that, David and I had just been discussing, and it genuinely was a discussion, what to get my dad for Christmas.
Yeah.
And we were like, we can't find a non-peated Isla. Why? Because it's a tradition. And then not long after David buys Dad his present, I found it. And I was like, David, you're going to want this. But no, he's not getting that. Although, never know. No, not from me, I'm afraid.
I mean, he could get it, but he won't get a present for the next 2 Christmases afterwards.
Yeah. It's definitely a credit card and hope you remember to pay it off later thing.
Yeah.
But no, that's another one.
PayPal credit.
The other one that I'm surprised they didn't do as a sample was the Oban. Yeah. Because, again, it's another regular...
It was rubbish last year.
Well, I thought it was, but apparently it wasn't. Reviews seem to rate it highly. Although one of the reviews that rated it highly was Dramface. By the way,
further evidence.
Yeah, if you work for Dramface and you write reviews on whiskey, stop.
Yeah, please send us the whiskey. Let us write the review. It'll be better.
Yeah. Collect your trust, fam.
I'm a doctor. Trust me.
I'm a double master. Collect your P45s at the door and sod right off, okay? And hand in all whiskey credentials. Your license to taste whiskey, get rid of it. You don't deserve it. You're useless. Honestly, I've said there are people who aren't special needs that enjoy licking windows for the taste. You are those people. Like, go away.
Yeah.
All right, I'm done with you. No, this is lovely. So I'm going to do 12 seconds because I think it's only right.
I'll prep the watch.
Mm-hmm. Say when. Yep, go.
Yep. Yeah. No, we do share each other Dramface reviews from time to time. It's quite interesting because the number of times you read it and you're like, I don't remember this whiskey being anything like this. It's like, I remember it being good. And they're like, it's mediocre. There's limited flavour profile. And it's like, what?
Lagavulin 16. They did it with that and I was like, no, I'm done with you. I'm done with you.
I was thinking about like a 7 or something.
No, less than that. It was like 5 or 4. They rated it, so they rated every major distillery that's good low. And I was like, no. That's why we wanted to do a stream of going through reviews for
reviews.
Yeah. So it might be one of those streams where we're just sat on a couch and just drinking something.
Pick a couple of things they didn't like to enjoy.
Yeah. And we're going to sit there and go through their review and then we're going to write our own one on air or something. I can't be arsed with it. Like, you need to get mental help.
Yeah.
That is nice, but it's very dry. It's very cool. Very, again, held back. But in a way that I don't mind. It's not muted.
Yeah.
But I felt it was dry. But it was...
What do you think compared to Singleton, though, for dryness?
Not as dry.
No,
but still dry. Talisker was quite dry as well, to be fair. That was quite dry. It's nice.
I'd say this is the most moist of the 3.
Yes, it's not too bad. Geez, we lost everyone, I think. Oh dear. Well then.
We can still enjoy the whiskey.
Yes, we can. That's quite all right. We haven't finished this one, have we?
No.
No.
Let's not skip ahead.
No, I don't
Or
want to.
behind. I don't know which order the pages are in as to whether we're going backwards or forwards. We're going backwards.
Yeah. Nice.
Let's not skip backwards to go forward.
Battery, please charge.
Sharp. So I have a Bluetooth speaker on playing music. Playing music. I'll go get
It has
yours.
a low battery. Please charge.
Yeah.
So, yes. Well, if you are still here, no. So there are Whisky game journalists, yeah. Yes, they're like the people that say EA games are really polished and professional when they're released. Or City Skylines 2 was a complete and perfect game. Yes. Oh, here's. Oh, we have an unkillable Bluetooth speaker.
It's fine. I'm just find a cable.
Thank you to those of you, if you are still here. We do apologise. This is hopefully a one-off in terms of technical issues. We will do our best to make sure we don't have these problems in future, but yeah, obviously a number of factors have contributed to not being as prepared for this stream as we might like
Couldn't
to be.
find my USB cable for the microphone, so I'm having to use the one I'd usually use for this.
I did think it was a different cable.
Yeah.
There we go.
Bluetooth mode.
Are you really doing this to me? Fucker.
It is off and it has been muted. There we go.
Jeez, don't toy with me like that. Wait, isn't that a cable right there?
I don't know. What sort of cable do you need? Because I have
Oh, it's fine. It's not a C.
I've got my phone charger. But
No,
that's a
no, it's not a C.
no.
I've got loads of C cables around
Yeah.
here. It's that one, the mini or
the
micro,
mini,
whichever
yeah.
one. Yeah. Never mind. If you were to rate this compared to the other two, how would you rate it so far?
Ooh. It's difficult because they're all different.
Agreed.
They all bring something slightly different. The Singleton was far smoother,
So it depends on what
but
flavour
less
you're after.
complex.
Yeah. It depends on what flavour you're after, really.
The
doesn't
Talisker obviously had the strength-ish,
it? Yeah.
but felt a bit muted. This one, I don't know. This one's, it's got a quality to it of Lagavulin, which
Yeah.
obviously we know is high quality.
Mm.
But again, it doesn't.
Unless you work for Dramface.
Yeah, it doesn't feel that strong for the 57%.
Yeah, none of them feel what they
Which-
are.
I suppose if they want people to drink them is good because it makes them more appealing to broader market.
Yeah.
Obviously, we know from previous when we've drunk strong stuff that there's no way in hell you're going to get that out where just general people round and go, here, have one of these, because
Here,
they ain't going to drink anything else.
Have my milk and honey single cast.
Yeah,
It's 65 point something percent.
they're going to have one mouthful of that, go, ah, and
They're
not
going
want
to pull
anything
out
else
the
to
water
drink.
and be like,
Yeah,
I need this. This needs a litre of water. Why? Yes.
so it's difficult. I would say, I think the Singleton is my favourite so far in terms of how it drank,
Yeah.
but not for flavour. Because it was too one-dimensional.
Yeah.
I think the Talisker is my favourite for flavour,
Yeah. It's got a nice complexity to it.
but I think overall the Lagavulin at the minute is winning for best balance overall in terms of the quality and what you get with it.
See, I rate the Talisker over the Vulin, but not by much. But I still, annoyingly, you are right. It's very hard to compare them on all the same factors.
The only thing we
because they
compare
each
them on
stand
is
up.
the dryingness, isn't it? That's the only thing they're similar on.
Singleton wins that, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Very well.
It wins or loses, depending on how you
I have finished mine, by the way.
I have a tiny bit left.
Very well. Send it. Marvellous.
It has been sent.
Agwami. I guess my dad's not around then if we haven't got any heron messages.
Perhaps we haven't got the internet for it.
Possibly.
No, I haven't got any Facebook messages. We've got the one
The only
confused.
Facebook messages I got was and my messages to the company about their warehouse.
Yeah, that was my mates that are here in the group chat with, isn't it?
Yes, Westlife, I believe. Yes.
Yeah, we have our Christmas dinner in a couple of weeks.
I saw. I was very jealous.
Yeah, I've got 2 Christmas dinners in one weekend.
What day is that?
7th.
Oh, it's
And then the 8th is my work Christmas dinner.
Oh, 7.
7.
Yes.
So, yeah, 2 Christmas.
Where are you
nights
going for your Christmas dinner?
out. So the
work- not
Westlife
the work
one,
one,
the Westlife one is Izzy's. So it's Toonland. It's an Italian restaurant.
Oh, okay. That sounds very Christmassy.
Well, it all started just a number of years ago. We just tried to book somewhere, and that was the only place available. So we went.
But I'm glad
So we
more
now
people
go
are
there
going,
every year.
because
But
that was
we,
cool. A few of them, I saw a few people in the group say they were going, and I was like, that's awesome.
the first year we went, we were sat, and there was a spare table, and we didn't have enough cutlery, so we nicked the cutlery off the other table, and then they came and sat the Murphy brothers from Norwich, who used to play for Norwich City at the time, on that table, and they're like, "Where's our knives?" And we were like, "Keep quiet." But that same night, we then went to All Bar One, and
What's
we
All Bar
were.
One?
It's a bar basically, and we were at the bar next to Grant Holt.
Oh, I like Grant Holt. He was a quality... Right, people may not... If you're an English person, you'll get this. Grant Holt was... When he got into the Premier League, he was like mid-30s, but he was good. He was the best striker in the Premier League. England didn't take him.
No,
And I'm like...
because he played for Norwich.
It was his age as well.
Yeah, that as well. But yeah.
Oh, but we got Wayne Rooney. I mean, that guy's not in form.
But
you got Grant
playing
Holt.
striker anymore, who's playing like central
Grant
defensive
Holt
midfield.
literally stood in front of the goal and then slipped the ball behind him and did that and scored. Like, it was... The goal scoring for him was piss easy.
Yeah.
I loved him. I thought it was great.
Norwich have this habit of having a randomly good striker in the Championship, because they had like Pookie, didn't they? And then they got promoted, and then they were good in the Premier League as well for a season, and they never. Well, he did get called for Finland and score, but yeah, they're always overlooked as being quality because they play for Norwich.
I felt bad for Grant Holt though. I think less than Norwich. I think it was his age.
Yeah.
To be honest, his age, because he was mid-30s.
Didn't he become a boxer or something afterwards, or go wrestling or something?
I don't know.
But yeah, so we had an encounter with 3 different Norwich City players in one night.
Very cool. That very cool. Okay, so should we move on to the second to last whiskey?
Yes, the Midnight Dusk.
Right, that would be this one.
Which is a
Mortlach.
contradiction in terms, because
Mortlach.
midnight is after dusk.
We don't talk about that. So this one is 57.5%. There's no age statement. That is a tradition of Mortlachs generally, going back 3 years anyway. My 2021. And that's right. I promise you. Write this down, Secretary. Hi, Leona. If the Diageo 2021 Mortlach is still in their shop in January, Meg's buying it and opening it. Out of pity.
I genuinely think we should pick it up and go, right, this was here last year as your last bottle. It's still here this year as your last bottle. Clearly no one's buying it. I'll give you 50 quid for it.
It's 110 quid. I can't do that to them. With that whiskey prices going through the roof, I can't do it to them.
Okay, 75.
I got student discount. And I got my mum cut all these little coupons out of newspapers for me.
I just petitioned my work for him to go to whiskey shop on their discount thing. Actually, airtime rewards. Where's whiskey shop?
It says here, what if a whiskey could rival the aperitivo moment?
The heck is that?
Aperitivo. Sorry, aperitivo.
There we go. Okay.
Sorry, I missed the I. Bewitching umami, uvavu.
Yes, whatever that is.
And fruit cloaked in sweet sundown, finished in ex-Italian, Ramandolo, I don't know what that is, white wine and Sangiovese red wine casks. Now, do forgive me if I don't know these words. Ramandolo, Sangiovese. Different types of wine casks. One is a white wine cask, one's a red wine cask. So we have an amalgamation. Essentially, we got
a rosé.
Yeah, I was going to say tawny, but you know that works. That works. Yeah, we are drinking rosé. I like rosé.
We classy.
Although, being the classy bitch that I am, the tradition of rosé on the Christmas table has long since vanished and has been replaced in my house with mead.
Yeah.
Which will be here at some point, hopefully.
Yes.
I bought 2 bottles this year.
Nice. Well, to be fair, we did go through that first one quite easily.
Brother-in-law didn't drink his, though, did he?
No, but we finished it for him.
Of course. I might get my dad to try it because he's never had it. I'm like...
Well, especially if he's staying for a few days as well.
It's mead.
So far, nobody has queried my having 4 days off at Christmas.
He didn't have an issue with the port when he realised I liked it. He's like, actually, it's on to something here.
Yeah.
You know?
That was good. That night where I brought the port and you both tried it, neither of you had port, you're like, hang on.
Yeah. No, I wasn't like that. I was annoyed. I was annoyed. I was visibly, vocally annoyed because I did not want to like it because I was like, I don't like wine. Why the fuck would I like port? But, well, Portugal got it right.
Yeah.
Well done, Portugal. And so did the Israeli guys who did that milk and honey, because that whiskey with the port cast single port. I mean, it's very strong. It's very nice. There'll be a new VC for that in the future.
Yes, we're soon to do that, don't we?
We have many to do.
No, I have the lapel mic, yeah.
Yes, you have it now, don't you?
Yes, I need to.
So
yeah.
it would take
Try
set
it, I
up.
might do.
Anyway, so
We've got a bit of time, month and a bit between now and Christmas, so.
David bought this. Why did you buy it? Had you tried it before you bought it?
Bosh. Yes, no, I did open it. I basically, because I had the...
Did open it? Doing the sample?
The sample, yeah.
Right.
Because I had the money off voucher from the Special Releases sample set.
Yeah.
Because there's the other thing, with the digital drams through Whisky Shop, if you buy those, you then get a limited window where you can have a discount code for 15% off the whiskies that have been tried in that sample. So the ones in the box you can get the discount on. Now, obviously, I had the Mortlach last year and it was very nice and it looks awesome. And I kind of fancied one this year and I totted it up. And with the discount plus my money off vouchers, I saved over 50 quid on it.
Yes, so this is the second most expensive one.
It was like, actually, I actually got some bonus from work. So I was like, I'm going to treat myself. I might not happen again. Bosh.
Yeah. So I
tried it first just to make sure.
Because obviously I had a few of the ones from the set. Well, I was like, well, can I use that voucher on other Diageos that they have? And it's like, no. Oh, okay. Because I would have bought the Oban with it. But no, you can only use ones that are already on this. And I was like, I can't justify spending that money. So my voucher ran out, sadly. And that happened last year as well.
Yeah, it did for both of us, didn't it?
Well, we could get it to work last year.
Well, to be fair, we didn't realise it had a 2-week window last year.
That's why it didn't work.
Yeah.
But yeah, so David has tried his. He's got, half his sample, which meant that we were going with my sample because I was like, well, mine's a full one anyway. I also thought you drunk all yours, so.
No, I left a bit just in case we needed it. Although, to be fair, if you wanted, we could split it and have a little bit more of this one. So.
No, it's all right. I'm already yawning, and it's what? It's 11:15. I've got to be a bit careful here, as I have to sleep at some point and get up earlier than, a little bit earlier than you at least. Maybe 10 minutes. Depends if you're in here or in the house. If you're in here, you'll be up a lot earlier than me because it'll be a lot colder. Oh, you should have felt the weather today. It's great.
Depends on the house. Depends if your nephew's here or not.
He's not here.
Okay, so I only have to get up at whenever the niece
Or
comes
is he
in.
here? I didn't see him this evening, so no, he's not. Right, so it says on appearance, golden amber with copper lights. Everything's something
Why
light.
have they got a light in it? It's very pale, though.
Very pale, yeah.
It's nowhere near the amber of the previous.
I would expect with a red wine cask, the colour's been present. I wouldn't expect the white wine to bleed, to water it down, you know? On the nose, these are long. The nose is long, David, hang on. Like you.
Yeah, I know.
Mild, gentle, and exotic. Early notes of white grape become lush, floral, and fruity, with lily of the valley and lychee, backed by hints of sweet lemon and vanilla fudge. Water lifts the citrus aromas and adds a sweet note of caramel. There's a shitload in here, and there's no mention. Oh no! But on the palate, there's a good word there. Oh, my favourite word.
Umami.
My favourite word on the palate. We're not there yet. Oh,
wait.
So
does
happy.
it say the palate is moist?
No.
Does it say it's cloying?
No. We'll get there. The nose, though. So
right. Next favourite words. We've had moist.
No. This, in the context of what this
sausages?
is. If it tasted like sausages, you'd know. So don't spoil it. Don't jump ahead. Enjoy the nose. Not yours, the one in the glass.
Oh, dude.
It smells very nice. Big saver man. David is the king. He learnt from his mother. He knows how to be thrifty when he has to. This guy used student discount long after he stopped being a student.
Yeah.
Yeah. His mum cuts coupons out of newspapers. Does she still do that? Yeah, she does. I'm not against it, by the way. It's just you learn from the family. I use them. I will happily do it. I do it when I get my vouchers. Like my Tesco Club Card ones came on my phone. I used them and bought shitloads of chocolate.
Yeah.
I used my Nectar points this year and bought Lego sets. They're all over there.
Yeah, my Tesco ones go to my Virgin for Flying Club points, but
Your Virgin, what's her name? So, what did you think of the nose compared to the taste? Because the tasting notes were huge.
yeah. I mean, I get the light fruitiness. Lychee is something I picked up before.
Maybe vanilla I got, and maybe a bit of lemon, but for me, not more complicated than that. I don't know what lychee smells like, though. It's like moss. I don't go around sniffing people's roofs, do I? Oh, this smells of untainted wood. Untainted, what's that? It's wood people ain't shat on yet. Oh, okay. And I know that.
Yeah. Hasn't got the bird poo explosion on it.
Not yet. No, that was my solar panel.
Oh, back up to 8 viewers. They've come back. Now we have internet.
Yay!
Hey.
We're rock stars, everyone. So
If you're here, please. Oh, it dropped to 6 as soon as we said that.
Oh, why did you do? Well, 4, I guess.
Yeah.
Let's have a little taste. Cheers. It's a lot sweeter than the others so far. Ooh. So, on the palate, medium-bodied and creamy smooth. The taste starts lightly, sweet and fruity, then sharpens with more acidity, leading to spicy, peppery, and drying tannins.
Frickin' tannins.
Freaking tannins. And when you said moist, I was going to say, ironically, no. Tannins. The fucking tannins are in this. Things like a tannin. I mistake the name from Back to the Future. Biff Tannen. I was like, I always mistake it for that. And then I remember how I Met Your Mother as well. And I'm like, oh, I like this. This is good. 10 on your end.
10 on my end as well now.
Oh my God, we're in double digits.
Please like, subscribe, share, all the things.
Smash the like if you like the word moist. Dave can't say anything to that.
Smash the like if you like the fact that makes Leona squirm.
Smash the like if you like drying tannins. Tannins.
Smash the like if you have no fucking clue what a drying tannin is.
Yeah. Oh, I should do that as well, shouldn't I? I haven't got a clue. I don't know what tannins are. After all these years, I still don't know, and I don't actually care enough to find out. It's a weird thing. I just don't give a crap. So it says on the finish, a good length, tongue tingling and spicy still with fruity acidity and a pinch of white pepper. And then there's some crap about water. I'm not joking.
And there's some crap about water.
I'm sorry, but the recommendations of adding agua to this. I'm sorry, but just the thing.
This one, of all of them so far, this one definitely doesn't need agua added to it.
It does not. No.
The other ones I can kind of a little bit see.
I don't know if this will end up as a TED talk, but I'm gonna just for a moment allow me to cook here. Okay. If you've released a whiskey that is essentially a weak tea concentrate, but actually not weak tea because it's stupidly strong, but you recommend people add water to it, chances are your whiskey is not complete. Stop recommending I water down my agua to unlock flavours. I know, because we have that whiskey tour, I know that, you can unlock flavours and it doesn't change much, but it does change. Which means you should then add the water for us and lower the ABV. But you won't, because the novelty of the ABV is the key selling point. So please
you're making us do the work for you.
This isn't a DIY thing here, because in my little set there's no bottles of water to come with it saying, here, do it yourself. It's like giving someone money for Christmas. Here, you do it.
We're paying £100 to £200 per bottle to distill it ourselves, basically.
Yeah.
Here's the essence. You make it into the whiskey.
I don't even get the good whiskey. I don't get the good whiskey. I don't get the good water from underneath like a whiskey distillery. No, I don't get that. I have to go to the shop and buy Buxton. Okay? I don't get decent agua. I get the mineral water. Because my tap water's so bad, it would actually turn every whiskey into iron.
Yeah. Or sludge. One of the two.
You can never be certain these days. Those filters are knackered now. No, so this one doesn't have an age statement, so we don't get to test its metal with a time on it. But it is, I will admit, of all of them so far, this and the Singleton are the easiest to drink. Again, the citrus on the Singleton does, but this one has nice complexity to it. It's quite nice. I can understand why you were so desperate to wrap your lips around this one.
Yeah, it's got a really nice balance of flavour. It's for the strength, it's quite light. You could get away with giving this to someone that's not into strong whiskey, and they'd still be able to drink it.
It is dry, like the other four, but not as dry.
Yeah,
and I don't know what tannins are. But no, I think it's very nice. Yeah, it's really, really nice, actually. There's no age statement, so I'm kind of curious. They didn't do a baseline because the lowest is 8, but part of me kind of wants you to subject yourself to 10. Just because 10 seems like a decent number. David has agreed to this, by the way. And he is commencing by inserting into mouth. Blah, 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 blah. Perfect. I actually do know. Well, don't tell us because I don't want this spoiled. The fact I'm ignorant to such a subject is funnier. Think like mange tout. Although, since I speak French, I do understand that. I just think it's funnier. What do you think?
It doesn't dry your mouth out too much.
You did do the mouth thing, though.
It's a little, but it's not anywhere near as much as the others.
No? Okay.
It's cooling again.
Yeah, all of them are.
They've all got that cool...
Is it the glass?
But it's cool... Well, it's cool here.
Oh, it's not in the glass, then?
But it's warm here.
Yeah, it can't be the glass, then.
It's weird. It's really...
Do I need to put my glasses in the microwave?
But it has got a nice, like, light, not like a heavy, but
Or
a
light.
light fruitiness to it.
All are very light. Even the Lagavulin,
But it's a
which
lot
was more
sweeter.
earthy, I felt.
Yeah.
You know, they're all light, but again, there's uniformity is the drying. That seems to be the only uniform fact of them. And they're subdued. They're cool and they're dry. Tannins. Also, some rather odd flavours, whether it be moss or mange.
Moss, mange, lychee.
Yeah. Roof tiles, I don't know.
Tar.
Some Szechuan.
Oh, yeah. It's a good night for stupid words in whiskey tasting.
Well, it's more stupid people intentionally saying stupid words. But then they have made these very complicated. I'm going to skip ahead slightly.
Apologies, we didn't have a photo of this. I did take a photo in a rush, but it was the wrong route, so we didn't have a proper photo to use.
It was sad. I only realised last night it was vertical, and I was like, oh, crap. Needs to be horizontal.
I remember this morning when I went to work, and I was like, oh, bugger, I should have done it.
We've done it before.
Yeah.
It just happens. But I thought, I quickly took the sample picture, and actually it looks fine. Because the art you see is the art on the box. The thing is, the Mortlach boxes, they are more elaborate presentation box styles, which is quite nice.
Yeah, I feel like you do pay a bit of a premium for it because of the box.
The box, I mean, the only reason you got the Mortlach last year is because of that umami thing.
Yeah, and the katana thing.
Katana's Edge.
Yeah.
But it was Mizunara, wasn't it?
Yeah, Mizunara, that was more the thing.
Not umami, that's a Johnny Walker.
That was, well, that's the flavour. No, it did talk about umami on the thing.
They did this as well, and I don't know what umami is. Yeah. Is umami the thing with the eels?
Is unagi.
It's not uvavu? Not uranu?
Unagu.
Unagu.
Unagi.
Unagi, the martial arts, yes.
Ah, unagi.
Sushi
that
roll.
was good roll.
I watch Friends.
I have unagi. You know, if we made reservations, we can have unagi in about half an hour.
Yeah. I mean, there might be a place nearby. Like, you have to drive there. But
Tomorrow, maybe. London's going to have unagi somewhere.
I don't know what unagi is.
Joe, where's Joe?
Well, I don't even know what umami is. I still don't know. It's like tannins.
Yeah.
One day I'm going to be like, freaking umami.
We enjoyed that umami. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. But they did it with the Johnny Walker, the elusive umami, and I'm like, if it's elusive, how'd you get in the bottle? Did you get a Pokeball on that shit? Oh, I've got it. Yeah.
Umami escaped.
Well, not escaped. So close. And now it ran away. Okay. Fine. This might be the best one of the lot, to be honest, as far as like
Flavour profile.
Yeah, because the others, again, all are subdued in their own way.
Yeah.
But this one is more pronounced comparative to the other three. And I think that's quite nice.
Yeah.
In its own way.
I think this one, it's subdued because it's a lighter flavouring.
Yeah.
It's the fruits and that are all quite light and sweet rather than being sort of overpowering strength like a citrus.
So that was the thing with previous ones where there's always one that's a bit too strong on the flavour, or strong and bad, Oban. But at the same time, I think that's how I don't know how you manage that. How you manage to make a whiskey that's subdued, cool, and dry. That's a really weird, like...
If not just how one of you has managed to do that, how so far four of you have managed to do that.
I quickly looked at the...
He's making a face. I'm guessing this is the...
Benrinnes.
Benrinnes. I'm going to guess by the face that this one is also drying.
Sure. Shall we get to that one?
We could do.
Yeah?
Yes.
All right, we'll send a Mortlach.
Tally-ho. That's worryingly easy as a shot.
That was what I was going to say, yeah.
Whiskey.
That's one of the most expensive and yet really nice shots. It's one of those, actually, it's not the most, I think we did the English 15, didn't we? We've done that as a shot. It's a good shot.
That's the sort of shot that you don't want to shoot because you look at how expensive it is and go, oh no.
We've done that, haven't we, with in previous streams where we've gotten to some expensive ones. I'm like, I really don't want this to be a good shot. And we've had it and I'm like, for fuck's sake, can you stop being good? Because this is bad. I don't want to shoot expensive whiskies.
No.
I want to sit there and savour them because I want to enjoy the flavours and I want to explore them.
Yeah.
I don't want to sit there and shoot it and go, well then, I need another 350 quid.
Yeah. It's like, that was good. That lasted all of 8 seconds.
Can you imagine pulling at Rocket, if in January I'm able to get my hands on that 17, right, if I can get my hands on it, which I will try, if that works as a shot, it's going to be expensive.
Yeah, we'll have to plan the logistics of that.
We will work it out.
Shop in the English.
We'll work it out. It'll be the next day, I think, won't it?
Yeah.
Watered down, right.
Unless we spread it because you're up again. We're up and down so much in January and February, it's ridiculous.
You don't.
I'm here, you're at mine, I'm here.
Actually, did you see Hootsman was I rated his stream yesterday?
No.
We were talking about what we're going to do.
Yeah.
Blood Bowl and a bit of Magic.
Yeah.
I was like, my friend wants to play Magic. All right, cool. I actually bought a Blood Bowl team.
Yeah.
I bought a Goblin team up here tomorrow.
Uh-huh.
I've got to make them and then learn how to play Blood Bowl. I've never played Blood Bowl. I've played it on the PC. I've never played it in IRL. I don't play games with people, so
we have to organise what decks we're going to be allowed to use in Magic because we bring whatever deck we feel like.
Just don't bring a blue mono. You're fine. No one likes blue mono. Get rid of it.
If I bring my Exalted deck or something.
Yeah, just hello, German person.
German. Guten Abend, GMB.
Scheiße.
Yeah, that was one.
I know I know how to count to 10. I know how to say some Rammstein things, and I know how to say Scheiße. I'm really good at it.
And of course, 99 Luftballon.
I know or hell's it, and then I don't want to say the last word to that. Seek, and then Kyle. Is it Kyle? Yes. Seeking Kyle.
Was it Deutschland, Uber, what now?
Oh, I'm not saying that because I know that's actually offensive, so I won't say that. I'm a dickhead, but I'm not that kind. Right, so the last whiskey is called
I believe the most important one we know is 2 World Wars and 1 World Cup. Do that.
So the last one on the list is Benrinnes Speyside Single Malt Grand Crescendo. Now this one's going to be interesting. It's 21 years old, 55.4%. This one's different.
So this one's legal.
This one's called... I'm going on a date with someone called Ben. So Meg, you're doing a great job beating those gay rumours, aren't you? What does David think? David's joining. Oh, it's a throuple, is it? Yeah, it's a 3-way. Yours is already offensive as well. Fair enough. So the Grand Crescendo. This makes me think they're not going to do a part 3 to this spirited exchange.
It does sound like it, doesn't it?
Yeah. It says here, what if we doubled the volume of fruity flavour? Huh? Matured for 8 years, then double matured for 13 years in wine-seasoned American oak, European oak, and rejuvenated American oak casks with charred ends.
How do you double mature it?
I don't know.
Surely it just matured again. Or matured longer rather than double.
I assume
They put it into something else. They class it as double
assume
maturation.
they put half of it into one set of casks, the other half into the others, and then married
Put it back together. Yeah.
Yeah, I assume. But then they've got here double matured in Y-season oak, American oak, European oak, rejuvenated American oak cask with chart. So there's 3 sets. There's 3 different things. How have they doubled that?
So they've double matured it in 3 casks. For 4 maturation periods. Who does the math at Benrinnes?
That's not 21.
It's not even. That's like even I can do better math than that.
At best, it's 20. So, it says that the colour is deep amber with rose lights. Okay. No. Deep amber, but no rose lights.
I wouldn't even say deep amber because a couple of them said deep amber and they've been darker than that. So it's amber rather than deep amber.
They put their genitals in it. Look, Ben just wanted it for a grand crescendo.
Wanted to be rinned.
Want to be rinned real hard.
It's fine. He's 21. He consented.
Ben, yeah, well, Mr. Rins is certainly a real go-getter. Very fabulous on the colours, as you can tell. The colours you'll see here are reflective of the bottle and the tube it comes in as well.
It's a very bright, colourful tube.
And yeah, very bright, very vibrant. It's very contrasting with the natural look of 6 of the others, and then obviously you have the Rosile looking origami kite again.
Yeah,
which is origami kite take 2, electric boogaloo.
There's not even done anything else with it. It's not like it's an extra year old. It's not like it's a 13. It's a 12.
Yeah, I think they're extra.
Yeah,
I think they're going to do another one next year called Origami Kite Part 3, Revenge of the Malt.
But yeah, it's an odd one because it does appear. Well, we haven't tried it, so I don't know. But on the surface, it appears that it could be the same as last year.
I hope so, because that means a banger. Unless you're reading Dramface. Sorry. Right, so...
Or unless you're Diageo and you're really scraping the barrel, you've had to re-release something because you haven't got enough whiskey to fill a series. That's a possible bad thing.
They'll have leftovers and be like, so we've done 3 years in a row, Rose Half 12, and there's no difference. We've just called this Origami Kite the finale, hopefully. And then they come out with the 4th one a few years later and go, okay, we found a couple barrels. This is Origami Kite 4, but it's 24 years old. So on the nose, again, quite a lot. Richly mellow, rounded and appetizing. Fruity aromas suggest baked apple, pear and peach. Soon, a rich caramel note calls to mind sweet Scottish toffee. A dash of... adds a hint of balsa wood if you do that one, though. That was satisfying. Okay. What's wrong?
Interesting.
Okay. Do you want to do the palate?
It's sweet.
Yeah, it's very sweet, isn't it? Do you want to have a taste?
Yeah, let's have a taste first.
Cheers.
Cheers.
This one sells for about £350.
That is not like the 15. That's good.
It's all right. It's all right. It's not worth £350 though. It's nice though. It really is. Time check. It's all good. We got a little bit of time left. We started late, so
okay. Yeah. That's.
It's all right. It's all right. Palate.
I'm liking this.
Rich textured, firm and bodied. Oh, full bodied. Sweet and fruity to start. The powerful taste soon becomes deliciously sweet, savoury, with a lick of salt. Amid spicy intensity, a dash of... Finish, quite long, smooth, dry, lightly spiced, feeling cool in the mouth, similar with water. So, the water thing, bollocks to that.
Similar to the water is irrelevant.
The dry thing is only mentioned on the finish.
Yeah.
But it's not that dry.
No, it's not very dry.
It is not. In fact, I would argue this one is a swerve.
This is the least dry. So in fact, this one has the most level of moist.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, this is pretty pricey, Bry. And
yeah, well, that's the thing with the Diageo. There's always one that, like last year was a Glenkinchie 26, and that was about the same price. It's not too dissimilar. It was, again, the year before that, it was the Mortlach 22, I think. That was the most expensive, I think. And that's not surprising. Mortlach sit around 250. which then puts into perspective how much, when Dave includes all his discounts, just how much he managed to save. Quite impressive.
Yeah.
But still, it's nice. Yeah, it's all right. 21 years old, though. Good luck.
I'll be honest, I like this.
Yeah? Good luck saving the money for it.
A worrying amount.
You better hope your money pot has got in it.
I don't think it has this much in it.
You go in there and you're like, can you do me a favour? In about a week, I'm going to be here for a Lagavulin, a Mortlach, and 2 Benrinnes 21s. See you then.
Just nice to open my tin in advance to see how much I've got in there.
You just show them the cash early, be like, this could be yours if you can get 2.
I think there's at least. I think there's 150 in there at least.
150.
Which is not going to get me a Benrinnes.
No, they'll get you
It might get me a couple of
a Singleton or another Lagavulin.
Might get me a Kalila.
Well, you might be able to get get the new Clonelish Connoisseur's Choice.
Yeah, I'm just putting whatever change and whatever notes I have in it, basically. If I get cash, I put it in.
Well, if I can't pay you cash tomorrow, you'll get cash and you'll be using your bloody credit card for the gig. So you'll have more cash.
I'll have more cash, yeah.
I've only got cash because I overspent over the weekend when I got. Okay, so I didn't buy the PS1 per se. I paid £6.
Yeah.
I traded my old earphones in.
Okay.
I was like my first, because I upgraded them.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I get a PS1. I tried it out.
Yeah, I saw that on Sarah. The Smackdown. Smackdown 2. We should play that. That's awesome.
Oh, it was so much fun.
Don't have time at any point, but we should play it. If
we
should
play. If I can get another controller, yes.
Christmas. That would be hilarious. Just us drunkenly playing Smackdown 2 after a day of drinking on Christmas Day.
But when I used to play that, I had my two favourite pros. So I'll do a little Smackdown. My first time, I bought that game when it first came out. I've still got it.
Here Comes the Pain, isn't it?
No, Smackdown. That was 2009.
I thought Smackdown 2, Here Comes the Pain.
PS3, not PS2.
Sorry, PS2, not PS1.
Sorry, yes, you're quite right. It was PS2 that was. I have all those still. So that was when they used to be able to go through the different shop, the WWE shop in New York, and I don't know how you got there when your venue was in Milwaukee, but okay. But no, I bought that, and on the night it came out, I stayed at a friend's, and we played it all night. The next day, it was a Friday. I had to go to school. He did too. Fourth period, so penultimate lesson, RE, I fell asleep. I fell asleep for 20 minutes. My teacher did not wake me up, and I woke up with my hand like this, and I was vaguely dribbling.
So when you think like this, what you can't see is basically him with his face against his palm, like the side of his face against his palm, and then on his elbow.
When I woke up, it wasn't this that woke me up. It was when my hand gave up and my head hit the table. and so I've hit the table and gone, all right then. And people are laughing, and I'm like, all right then. So at the end of the lesson, my teacher, I asked him why he never woke me up, and he said, because I fell asleep in church once, and the priest said to me, it's because I fell asleep listening to him. And I was like, yeah, that's what happened. See you later, sir. I walked out, and it's like, no, that's not what happened. My last lesson of the day was IT. I went up to my teacher and said, look, I've done everyone's homework because they paid me in Kit Kats, okay? Do you mind if I just go sit in that corner and sleep? He's like, what did you do? I played a video game all night. And he's like, all right, then, what game? Smackdown 2. He's like, what's your finisher? And I was like, so this is where it goes back to my profile. I was a knob. I had 2 finishes on 2 different characters. One was a Northern Light suplex because it looked really cool. Yeah. Very nice suplex finish. My main one.
Was it the worm?
No. It was a scoop slam. So I picked up and just went, eh.
Oh, just a...
Yeah, just a straight up, I lift you up and slam you down. It was just a hard scoop slam. Yeah. That was my finisher, and I was like, yeah, I'll do. I'll do. I just remembered that, and I was like, I played other people, and they're like, why are you scoop slamming me? And I'm like, because I'm about to get a 3 count on you, bitch. And they're like, oh, no, I can't lose like this, not like this. And I'm like, yeah, like this. I loved Smackdown games.
Like those ridiculous protected finishers.
Yeah, I've got 2 cases of Smackdown 2 in my room. I don't know which one was the original, so I kept them both. But I've still got the original disc I bought. And it worked, and I was so happy. I was genuinely... Because the PS5 came with a 5-year warranty.
Yeah.
PS1, sorry, came with a 5-year warranty.
Jesus,
and I was like...
That's incredible.
I was like...
That's more warranty than the PS5's got.
Yeah. But I'm sat there thinking, maybe it
my
makes
PS5
sense.
is already out of warranty. It's only a year old.
It might make sense, though. Because PS1s are a lot easier to repair now. We are improved.
Yeah.
And I'm sat here like... When I bought it in CX, I saw it and I was like, yeah, I want that. And I said to him, look... How can you give 5-year warranty on those things? Because last time I had one of those, I had to have it upright,
Yeah.
which is why the PS2 is upright.
Yeah.
And PS3 and PS4 and PS5, they're all upright because of that. And like, times change. And I was like, you went from a 2-year warranty to a 5.
Yeah.
All right, I'll take that. Bet. Let's have this.
Yeah.
But I overspent because I went and bought the Red Goblin for Christmas, the Red Goblin.
Yeah.
I bought some other little bits and bobs, Christmas stuff
Yeah.
mostly.
I had a proper original PS1.
But it's why I've got cash instead for the gig, because I've got to use the money from the pub that I've been cleaning
Yeah.
to pay for merch tomorrow and dinner. All right then, fair enough.
Let's hope the hotel are okay with that. So the hotel are okay with that for food.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
Cash.
Oh, if not, it's your credit card and you get cash from me. Tell you what, the fruity quality of this one, much more pronounced, and it is certainly putting it last. A great way to finish it.
Yeah.
21 seconds. And yes, you've got so
21
solid crew in
seconds
your
before.
head. If you've got so solid crew in your head, that's fine. But you can damn well wrap it while you're drinking it. All right. How are we doing in the chat, folks?
There's still 10.
Oh,
so still 8.
fantastic. Well, I'm very happy we've got people here, considering the dodgy internet we've had.
This is going to be an interesting one.
21 seconds to go. Come on. 21 seconds to go. I don't know the rest of the words.
Don't know why.
But that song, yeah. If anyone knows them, type it in the chat. My face is tired. What was your preferred finisher on those games, if you don't mind me asking? Why are you being so rude? Why won't you answer me? Why are you so rude? Man, this is disgusting behaviour. Cancel David, everyone. Cancel David. Oh, damn, he's working it, though. Yeah, tongue, good roll. Oh. Yeah, you can't afford this.
Cries in whiskey.
Cries in whiskey, yeah. It's all right. You get to put these in your book, though.
Or, yeah, I didn't bring the book.
So my dad bought me a new one. Have you seen?
Yeah.
Have I shown you the full-size version of it?
No, you showed me a picture. Oh, that is lush. Okay, that's huge.
Yeah, I'm going to put a bookmark in it, though, because it actually doesn't start until much later. But it still has 100 pages, but 100 pages come in later. The first half is in English and in French.
Okay.
Tasting.
That's Spanish.
Tasting.
Yeah.
Take a kind of glass.
So, that... Okay, you need to do that. That's... I can't quite explain it.
All right,
It's
come on.
lovely.
Line it up. Let's see what we got. So, just the thing here with the Diageos before we start. David currently owns the Singleton and the Mortlach.
Yeah.
I have the Singleton. I have the Talisker. I have the Kalila. I have the Singleton. Oh god. I have the Singleton, Talisker, Kalila, Oban, and Rose Isle. And my intention is to try and get the other 3, but they are a genuine thing of I'd have to smash December like there was no tomorrow to earn them. Go.
We're going. So I'm intrigued to see what he thinks of this, because that was different from the other ones. He said earlier that he didn't think it was worth £350. I'm intrigued to see what he thinks after doing this test, because I would potentially say that changes. He has done.
My tongue's on fire, but in a good way. You know, it's not like brutal. It's just like my tongue hasn't had something like that on it in a while. That's really nice. It really is. Thing is, I'm not very good at judging what's worth £300 plus. You know,
No, that's
what's the point of putting that back on? You go to bed soon.
Yeah, but if I'm going in the house, I'll have to
Fair point.
move everything. So
Fair point.
might as well
Fair
wear
point.
it.
Oh, you have one of those weird straps, don't you?
Yeah, the leather one broke.
Yeah. Okay.
I
No,
might-
that's
I
really
might
nice.
buy a new
It really
watch.
is lovely.
Might buy a new watch at Christmas. Get some money, buy a new.
If I'd known, I wouldn't have bothered trading mine in a few months back.
No, I'll get the OnePlus one.
Oh, right, with
Sam.
Samsung. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm with you. I get you.
I got a very smooth. I got some heat, a bit of like chili and chocolate.
It's lovely. It absolutely is. I think the
A little bit
Mortlach.
of
I think
fruitiness.
Mortlach might edge it to me. For me, to be honest, I think Mortlach edges it because it just felt all round a bit more consistent, and not as dry though.
No,
It is the swerve, but it is delicious. It really is. All are.
Yeah.
All are fantastic in their own way. I might argue the Singleton might sit a little bit lower, but only because it's very, as you've said, one-dimensional.
yeah.
But not in a bad way.
So
But when you compare to the others, it's just not the same.
I'm looking at the order we've got them in
Yeah.
at the minute, and I'm thinking it's
Which one? Talisker?
I don't know. It's those two at the top. I'm just edging it with the Benrinnes, but close.
So you
Lagavulin is the middle,
just
and
makes sense. David has put the Mortlach and the Benrinnes number 1 and 2, but only just.
I think
I would be a bit.
The Lagavulin is in the middle. Is
same as last year
yeah.
then for you.
I think the Benrinnes just edges it for me at the top, and I think there's more to the Talisker than the Singleton. The Singleton drinks easier, but there's more to the Talisker.
This is where it's really hard for us to rate these because they're all. The problem is we're rating different regions as well. Like the top 2 are Speyside, I think,
which is weird for us because yeah.
But then 3 of these are Speysides. Singleton is also Speyside. Talisker, Island, Lagavulin, Isla.
Yeah,
they're not the same. But then the Speysides. See, part of me wants to rate this higher than the Lagavulin. Yeah. I want to rate the Talisker a bit higher, but I don't know where it sits with these two because I don't think this is as good as I don't think the Benrinnes is as good as the Mortlach for me. But at the same time, I do recognise it is actually really nice. Yeah. Really is. Very expensive, but really nice.
Yeah, I think so. If you factor in, I'd say value for money.
Yeah.
I think it becomes a bit different.
Yeah, so I would put the Talisker right at the top at that point. Because Talisker value for money,
I think
it's 90 quid. Okay. So I'm gonna be a knob.
I don't know.
I'm gonna say value for money wise, I'm gonna switch.
We're moving them around to try and work this out.
I personally would go that way. Only because, right, so this makes sense.
The Talisker is a third the price of the Mortlach.
Exactly. Well, not even that. Yeah, actually, is that? It's not that, but yeah,
roughly.
Talisker's first for me. Mortlach second. Benrinnes. I would argue Benrinnes might go lower down, but again, I can't gauge that kind of thing, so I'm going to trust David on that one. Singleton at 4 and Lagavulin at 5. But that's not because, just to be clear here, again, we have to restate, none of these are bad.
No,
They're all good.
We're trying to work out 5 good whiskies and how they work out as what order the value. There's no bad one amongst them. We haven't had the Omegon, so we're safe.
And I'm not opening that set. I refuse to open that set. I won't do it because it's worth too much money.
Right. There shouldn't be value for money. It should be your ranking. What, in your opinion, is the most delicious? So, to be fair, Tempe, yes, part of it is that. But
okay. So
when you factor in that some of these are £250 or £350, unfortunately, value for money does have to come into it because we're in a very privileged position that we're actually able to afford some of these. A lot of people, but fundamentally, we could buy these if we wanted.
Dave's got a credit card, yes.
There are some people that would never be able to even consider spending 130 on a bottle of whiskey, let alone 250.
There was a point to that. Before we make a little thing here, part of me does dread the day that I get to that point where I can no longer afford one of these. But at the same time, I can at least say I have some of them. I can't be ashamed of that. I'm dreading it, but I will admit that we are privileged in that respect, but that comes from work. In David's respect, being a manager, and in my respect, being a dosser who doesn't work. So I'm going to say, if you are to a ranking, what is the most delicious for you?
So if we start with Meg, because this ranking will be different between the two of us.
Yes, it is, and I'm gonna say that I've had a bit of deja vu because I swear I've been here before, but dreams, it's my temporal lobe. It's encephalitis. That's what it is. Encephalitis. I'm gonna say Talisker.
Yeah,
I think it's the best one, but I think it's because not just value, but I think you're getting a lot for what you're paying for. You're getting strength, you're getting body, and you're getting something that actually is a Talisker. Whereas, can I actually say the same for the Singleton? Is that a Singleton? Well, I've got the standards and Diageo's. Not so sure. The Lagavulin is a Lagavulin, but it's more earthy.
Yeah.
The Mortlach, we haven't done them yet.
No.
So I can't say for certain. There's a Dalmore as well.
Yeah.
And the Benrinnes, I know very little about beyond your 15.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with the Talisker. I know you're going to go Benrinnes.
If we're going in most delicious for me, yes, the Benrinnes.
Yeah.
And not just because they're the most expensive, it would be Benrinnes and the Mortlach.
it is that. He's just refusing to acknowledge it as a factor.
But if we do take value into account, I don't know that you can say that they are 3 times as good as Talisker.
When we start to differentiate what we consider value, we are trying to find a reason to add others to it. I'm going to stick to my guns and say the Talisker was the best one because I paid 90 quid for an 8-year-old whiskey that's insanely strong and had plenty of punch, and was definitively a Talisker.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not disappointed that I've got the Mortlach. I'm not disappointed that I've got the Singleton.
No, you should be, because they're good.
They're both very lovely.
They were last year as well, although the Singleton was better.
Yeah, I think the Singleton is not as good this year as previous.
I would say that last year when you got the Singleton and you had the Mortlach first, I felt a bit myself. I was a bit annoyed because my Talisker wasn't as good either, and I was a bit despondent. And then this year, but then in retrospect, it's still really nice. Yeah. There's nothing inherently bad about them. Dave is a posh twat. We all know that. Yeah. Well, he certainly sounds it. Yeah. Faux shizzle.
But I mean, do I want to pay £350 for the Benrinnes?
Yes, if you can.
Not really.
But if you can,
will I buy it if I can afford it?
Yeah.
Yes. But would I buy it if would I buy it if it was £150? Yes. It's not the fact that it's £350.
If it was 150, I would have already bought it. Yeah. Because that would be cheaper than my Singleton 21.
But it is
not by much.
What we're looking for is slightly different. What we like. So, although generally we have a similar palate.
Similar, yeah.
But no, I mean I can't disagree with. So they're currently in Meg's order for value, which is Talisker at the top, then Mortlach, then Benrinnes, then Singleton, then Lagavulin.
Although I will say the Lagavulin annoys me because I want it. I don't necessarily want it at the end. I'd rather it be further, but I don't want to push the Benrinnes to the bottom. I feel like we're doing Benrinnes a disservice here.
Yeah, but I wouldn't disagree with that ranking for value for money in terms of what you get for the whiskey.
Yeah.
It's
sounds like a proper
one.
wedding anniversary gift for the hubbies. 17 is furniture. So if anyone likes to go to our wish list and buy us some nice wooden bar
we need bar
stools.
stools. Yeah, we've got a bar. We need the bar stools.
We haven't got any bar stools.
No.
It's 17 years is furniture. Just let you know. Yeah. I know you like to spend nothing on us, Yempi. But if you want to spend nothing extra, by all means, send us some nothing bar stools.
Or just buy the nothing that is on the wish list.
That's already got.
Oh, no, actually, yeah, someone already bought that. Yes. I mean, sorry, MP.
I can add.
I put it on there just for you, and you failed to buy it.
I can add more. It's all right. I can put Yempi's name on it if you like.
Yeah.
It came from Yempi Light.
It is a difficult one because they all have something different about them. Yeah. Other than the fact that they all have something similar in the fact they're drying.
And all have recommendations for adding water.
Yeah. Which I don't remember from previous years.
I think it might be because it's from that set. Because
Maybe.
they want you to be a bit more engaged in that.
Yeah. But they are definitely... I can see why they're the special release ones.
Yeah.
Because they all have that element of something that sets them apart.
Yeah.
And Megan's yawning, so we may have to draw this to a close.
Well, it is like...
Not least because also, we have to wake the entire house up and be setting my airbed up.
Cheers. That was delicious.
Well, what actual temperature is it in here?
It'll drop a lot, though, overnight. You know I'm right. Just for this to make sense, David, we've had an Arctic breeze hit us.
Yeah.
Today was cold enough that I felt it in my hands.
Yeah.
Like the rain was brutal on the hands. My hands went numb.
Fair enough.
I was like, I had to, all the candles were on here because I knew I had to blow extra air into.
You all despise me so much.
You make it sound like a bad thing. Anyway, so we have reached the end of this wonderful stream, guys. Okay. We are going to go a bit earlier than usual. I do apologise. We'll be back here on Christmas Eve, or Moistmas Eve, for a cocktail stream.
Possibly somewhat late because I won't finish work till 5 to 6-ish. So we'll have to then get here.
You realise you're having dinner here, though, right?
Yeah, I know. But
that's going to be a challenge,
I won't stop on the way. Well, I might stop to pee, but I won't stop to eat.
Get a bottle, you'll be fine. No, we'll be here on Moistmas Eve. I haven't made the thumbnail for that yet, but hopefully I'll have that done by the end of this month. It depends if my brain can... Well, I've got the patience. We'll get through it. I'll make a thumbnail and it'll be ready. It'll be myself, David, and my father. Again, for a third stream, he'll be participating. We're going to be Dad and I are going to be making the cocktails, most of them, and then hopefully less impact on David because we don't want to have to constantly wash out the shaker. Pre-make them. We'll put them to one side. But yes, we'll be back then.
I can just stand here and go, bottle one, pour, bottle two, pour.
And then get to one you have to make and be like, all right, then this is going to be a risk.